Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast. All right, I've never done this before. It's loud. Oh, okay. Let me turn it down.
What in the dedication for is this?
Well, no, I'm trying to do, Mono's the youth. All right, we're happy to have him in the building. First time on a Rab episode. Okay, listen, folks. Let me explain what I'm doing. I think I tried to do the slowed and reverb, but I don't know if it's working. It's not usually this loud on YouTube. And I used Fruity Convolver, and I slowed it, and because oh my god, I couldn't just play Trap Queen because he's not a queen, he's the king, folks. This is the Trap King Moulz 1738. I'm pretty sure the winningest man at this point in Rap Rankings game history. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that. You know him from Rap Rankings plays. So what's the scenario? Okay, he's a hotline prince if Jesse's the hotline king, and yeah, this is Trap King, slowed and reverbed, male edition. Okay.
This season just keeps punishing me in different ways.
Okay, here we go. Let me fade
Although
this.
I'll say that mixing does feel true to a lot of the
album.
Mixing on Cherry Bomb.
Right?
Yeah.
Mel's a genius. All right, don't be fronting on Mel. All right, listen.
Yeah,
But no, let's
A
seriously.
lot of people are asking. All right, there's an elephant in the room style. Okay, a lot of people
course.
are asking, did Maldo buy his way into a guest spot?
What?
All
Who's
right.
asking that?
A lot of people are asking. They said he bought the shirts. He's a patron. He's giving Mel money under the table.
Oh.
Yeah. We know about them.
Is he trying to get himself over? Glomping onto the Rab brand. Buying his way onto up and coming, hot products here in the hip hop media ecosystem.
Ain't no glomping. I think Maldo is just an honorable man who cares about the show, and we respect it, and now he's here. Folks,
Yeah.
give him a proper round of applause, okay?
Thank you. Thank you. Waving
it was
my hand like the queen.
it was just maybe a little under, or either right on, or just a little under a year ago when you emerged on the scene, Maldo. You played the Rap Rankings game for Doggy Style by Snoop Doggy Dogg. You won
Yeah.
to end that season. A big shocker. And you've been a great supporter ever since, but also, now also a great contributor to Rab with, as Mel mentioned, the So What's the Scenario, as well as you joining us now. And I mean, look, you're joining us for this because we know about you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay?
Hey,
You're cult
for those
too.
wondering-
You're not part of our cult, but you're
yeah.
cult.
I'm part of it's called the Odd Future Wolfgang Kill 'Em All cult. Jesse and Sean
Right.
316 know about that.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Golf Lane, Golf Boys, Wolfgang, all of it, okay?
Now, Moulz and Mel in the past, I wouldn't say we're vehemently opposed to this cult. We rated the album Wolf. We enjoyed it, perhaps not enough to the liking of these cult members. We reviewed Damogenesis and Alchemist, No Idols, or No Idos. And,
Yeah.
I think our statement that Damogenesis is the best rapper in Odd Future was met with mixed reviews. But regardless, we enjoyed that tape enough, maybe just enough, to the liking of these Odd Futures. And, if you're a patron, you've heard our Earl review.
Oh. I think
Listen.
wasn't that like one of the most popular reviews you guys had? Or on Patreon at least?
Yeah, it was a Patreon. It went platinum on Patreon. The
We
engagement.
call those the Patreon
conversation.
classics,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this because I know this is gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be an excerpt. We gotta guess. I've been waiting to say this. Probably since Wolf, our first Odd Future related review, way back in season 3. Okay. I know you might be listening, and I'm, before the retention drops off, because, I probably got like 5 minutes to get this off, and we're right at 5 minutes. Odd Future stands, Tyler stands more specifically. Y'all are the most sensitive niggas on the planet. Okay? Of all of the fan bases we've run into, all of the stan bases doing this show. I remember way back in season 1, we were afraid of the barbs. It's like we got to tread carefully with, they
had to pretend to be a barb.
They ain't show up.
Remember?
Yeah, Moulz pretended to be a barb, all for nothing. They ain't show up. They were too busy following their queen into oblivion to really hear a long form podcast. Eminem, the original stans, they're a little sensitive, but like even them, they're kind of chilling, bro. Any Tyler related anything we put out, they descend upon it with like just disbelief that we would dare be critical to the man that, according to them, invented music. Okay. And it's just, I just got to why are y'all so sensitive? Okay. I got the research. I'm not just saying this. Y'all react more than any other fandom. Okay. It's crazy.
At least our show. I mean, we get a lot of engagement when it comes to Odd Future talk for some reason.
But why I'm confused
perhaps it could be because we reviewed Call Me If You Get Lost on first listen, Mel, and you famously didn't like a single track on there.
No, even before that though, when we were putting out like the Wolf, like they've always been persnickety.
Yeah,
and
well, I mean, my thing is, I actually like, outside of Earl, who I think is massively overrated and who are not here to review today, I like, Odd Future maybe a little bit more than you do. And, I mean, it still seems like it's not enough.
If you don't love them, if you don't commit to them and buy pastel-colored socks and talk about the chords with your whole heart, they will attack you. And I just, two things. One, I've said this countless times. I don't hate Tyler at all. His worst tendencies are some of the worst things going, but like when he's on, the guy is on, man. So that's number one. Number two, I don't get how they're so sensitive when their leader is like the most like devil may care, like, just whatever, like F him, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, I mean, he's a bit sensitive in how he lashes it, but like ultimately, weren't y'all raised on like anarchy and like
we
whatever?
Lost Maldo.
We lost Maldo? Oh. Wait, Maldo, I know what happened. We brought him on as a member of that cult. And Maldo, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back. I guess the Tyler slander was too.
That's what I was gonna say.
From my internet, and they just cut it off.
I was gonna say.
Wow.
Yeah, it was too much. He had to dip out for a second and come back when it was on.
Like, I can't hear it. So then they just like cut it off.
There hasn't even been slander yet.
No, this is not slander. I just want to know what why you guys are, because I gotta say, before we ever started this show, I never would have suspected like that fan base would be that sensitive. I mean, I figured they'd just kind of be, flippant trolls. They wouldn't take things to heart like this. It's like, it's very strange. Like, your guy, the creator, the leader, who we're about to talk about shortly, is like the most trolly, happy-go-lucky, joyful, goofy, like whatever guy. Like, I wouldn't imagine he'd take things this seriously. So listen, if you're here, just bear with us, because
bear with us for sure.
We don't ever come into any of these reviews to bury anyone or with
we come in peace.
That's the thing about us. Yeah, we come in peace. We got to talk about the music,
but we got to be honest.
Nobody's paying us off, okay? Nobody's paying us to talk bad or talk good about something. We're real. This is real podcasting. This is extreme podcasting. Okay?
Yep.
And we got to certify. Listen, folks, Maldo's going to be your defender tonight. He's a certified Odd Future stan. He's in the building. So latch on to him if things get rocky.
We brought him in for y'all because, you know about us as much as we know about you.
Yeah, as we ride this roller coaster of Rab, aka Colossus, okay? And it gets shaky and a little rattly. Cling on to Maldo. He'll keep you safe. Or no, it's Colossus, okay, as he said on Wolf, okay? Anyway, welcome, Maldo, to the show proper.
Yeah.
Nice to have you. And I guess we shouldn't waste no more time. You know what we're here to do, okay?
Yep.
This is track
Called
11.
up from developmental, man. You gotta love it.
Wait, can I say a few things real quick?
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Okay, firstly, the Barbs. First off, have the Tyler fans or the Odd Features stands try doxing you.
They haven't.
No,
No one has. Oh, don't give them any ideas, all right?
Now listen, the Barbs, they're very heinous
Yes.
to a point where
No, they're
No
not. They're not heinous.
Well, we were expecting them to be, but they weren't to us.
Yeah.
They ain't shit.
Yeah.
All right, relax, Moulz. Don't bring them out of hibernation, okay?
Okay. That's a real Barb there. All right. Second thing. So I feel like here's the thing. Tyler, the Creator, especially on the internet, is something that or somebody who's beloved all over. I would say in most hip hop spaces, on Twitter, Instagram, even on TikTok, he's loved, right? And then imagine if somebody would come to this podcast and say I wonder what these people talk about, how they feel about Tyler. And you guys just say all this non-positive stuff. Also, you're going to get rattled up. They're going to get angry.
Hold on a second. All right? Because I resent that. Non-positive. Mel, how many songs did I like off of Wolf?
I'll tell you right now, my good pal, okay? All right, let me see. Season 3.
Non-positive.
Mostly.
Let's paint a full picture here. You know what I mean?
Moulz liked on Wolf, okay? Moulz was a fan of 10 of the 18 songs.
10 songs? You could have had it Illmatic. 10 songs.
Okay.
There were 8s on here. That means he likes it a lot, okay? All right. We're not going to go through the rating system because Maldo's familiar. But, folks, the rating system, which you will hear utilized in this specific song review, can be found on rabrankings.com, okay, and the FAQs, or at the very beginning of this episode. It's in the timestamp. Okay?
We got to paint a picture here. When we did the first listen of Call Me If You Get Lost, I liked maybe one song over half on there.
I think so. Hold on. Oh, wait, and Mel, how many songs did you like again? I lost count. How many? No.
Oh, on Call Me If You Get Lost?
Get Lost, yeah.
It was fake. That's fake rap. It was a fake gangster grills. It was aesthetic nonsense. I won't stand for it. Everybody got gypped, okay? They were swindled and bamboozled.
I thought it was fine. I didn't like it or dislike it. It was whatever to me.
It's not my favorite project, but
I think 7 tracks on there I liked. 7
yeah. I think
he's got some shit, you're trying to paint him as this hater.
Yeah.
Well, Maldo's just trying to break down how people might feel. But my question is, if you come to a podcast, you just come to hear positive commentary about, we got to talk about them. We're not going to like everything.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about this, about coming to someone else's platform, thinking that will hear positivity. Because that's what I did with you guys. Do you guys want to hear about that?
Oh,
yeah,
the origin of Maldo.
Okay, you want to hear the origin of Maldo?
Yes.
Okay.
In our minds, you just popped up one day, won the game, and debuted on the developmental scene.
Okay, because how I found you guys actually through Wolf. Let's rewind the clocks. All right, back to 2011. That's when I found about Tyler, the Creator. Right.
Hold on one sec, Maldo. Do you have the Saw music, Mel?
The what music?
The Saw music. When they find out who the killer is.
I
don't. In the background, real light if you can.
Okay,
yeah,
hold on.
That's perfect. Hold
on.
Because this man found us in season, I don't know, what was it, 3 that we did Wolf?
Yeah, season 3.
Okay, he didn't step out on the scene though till the end of season 8. So this is creepy. This is like some Jigsaw shit.
Oh no! I found you guys I think I found you guys end of season 7 when you guys reviewed.
Oh, okay, it's a little less creepy. No, let's still get that music.
All right, I think I found it here.
Nice and light, because I'm still trying to hear what he's saying. I want to hear this.
We're not one of the podcasts to be playing music in the background while we're talking. Okay, but we got to set some mood music for this origin. This goes way back. All right, so, all right, it's downloading still. Okay, I'm
Play
progress
the
bar.
waiting music that you from your phone.
Oh yeah, the whole music. No, it's good. We got it now. They
Okay,
don't have to hear
perfect,
the whole
perfect.
music. Okay, here we go. This is the person I downloaded this from. This is shout out to Alan and his iPod. Okay, Alan's iPod. All right, here we go. Let's see if this volume is okay. Okay.
All right. So here's what happened.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
All good? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's say around summer 2011, I heard about Tyler the Creator from, obviously, for most people, the Yonkers video, right? First,
Yeah.
I didn't care about it. I wasn't really like shocked by it. I was like, okay, he's just rapping, he's a cockroach and he hangs himself. That's normal to me. That's normal for a 12-year-old kid. Ow. More leading towards in the later summer, I watched the VMAs. He wins Best New Artist. I said, okay, I guess that's good. And then I found out that this man has a show called Bloater Squad. And I said, okay, this man makes music and has a show? Okay, let me listen to his music first, right? Listen to Goblin. Liked a lot of that tracks, and then listen to Bastard. Yeah, I still like some songs, but like Goblin over Bastard, in my opinion, right? Then obviously that's how I got into Odd Future, Domo Genesis, Frank Ocean, Earl Sweatshirt, we know about them. And then 2013, that Wolf was very important. Wolf was like the first album like I actually got like knew about the rollout and eventually became a big fan of, right? Now, and
So
Wolf
I guess
was
that's
like,
when you became a true stan.
yes, with Wolf. Fast forward to 2022, I was like, man, I really love this album. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on Spotify and search for a review of Wolf, right? And I'm looking through these reviews, all of them 1 hour, and I said, no, this is not good enough. Then I found one review that's 6 hours long, 13 minutes, and I click on it. Didn't know anything about the show. Didn't know anything about it. Click on it and think, okay, these guys, like my initial thought was like, okay, they're talking about Wolf for 6 hours. They must be huge fans, right? Surely. Click on it, and then I skimmed through like the songs, and in timestamps, I picked one of my favorite songs was IFHY, I Fucking Hate You. I think, okay, let's see what these guys say. Oh no, we're getting to that part, right? Then I hear the ratings. Now Mel gives it like a 6 minus, 6 plus, something like that. And then Moulz gives it a 4. And then from there, I stopped listening. Say, I don't want to hear these guys no more.
Yo, man, the music is a great.
So what made you play the game the end of season 8?
Okay, so what happened was that I went back and I saw that you guys reviewed Jesus. You guys actually like that album. It's like, okay, maybe these guys aren't like don't have bad taste. And then like season 8, you guys did like the whole double bracket. I didn't want to do any of that. Like I was just like a listener, right? And then towards the end, like I actually like, you know what? I actually would be a Patreon because I think the reason why was because I think during season 8, Jesse was like the only person playing the rap rankings game.
I'm loving this historical recap of
So
yeah.
I was like, damn, I feel bad for this guy. I should play along with him because you see, Jesse already plays for himself a lot. He already plays with himself a lot enough.
Yeah, where's the okay.
Yeah. And then I think the first one I played was the LL Cool J Radio. Yeah, that one. Might have lost that one. So, but then I played the Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. And I won that one. And I said, okay, let me keep playing. And now, here we are.
Wow.
Became an avid listener, and yeah.
Well, we appreciate you for, having enough mental fortitude to survive, I guess, the slander that we heaped onto Wolf, despite liking 10 out of 18 songs, both of us. But my question is, what made you? Because you said you want to hear us no more, and you turned it off. What made you come back and like give us another shot?
I skipped to Talmud, and both you guys gave an 8. So it's like, okay, Okay.
Okay, nice.
These aren't like
see,
hey Tyler.
folks?
That's why I realized like these aren't Tyler haters. Okay,
Right,
they can respect Tyler, or I listen respect when he makes good music.
right. To us, good music to us. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. All right. Well, you, man, Maldo, you might be the ideal Rab fan. You know, it's not about agreeing with Moulz and Mel or, you know, thinking our takes are like, you know, law and the authority. And you love music like Moulz and Mel. You agree, you'll disagree. But, you know, it's the entertainment. Maldo, folks, if you don't know, he told us recently he don't even really be here for no reviews. He likes the banter, the tangents, the entertainment, bro. Okay, entertainment, bro, as Vince Russo would say. Okay, so we appreciate you sticking with us, man. Like it's this is honestly one of my favorite Rab related stories because it's proof that there are people out there like Maldo who will not be turned off immediately and will you know, dig a little bit deeper into stuff. Okay. So, folks, that's why he's here today to help us review this track 11, SMUCKERS. Okay. Featuring Lil Wayne and Kanye West. Produced by Tyler, the Creator, naturally. You know, if he's not producing one of his own things, you know, it's an outlier. But, yeah, before we provide ratings here, one, I want to give you the floor as a guest and, you know, set up any personal experience with the album and the song or whatever before we give ratings. But also, two, I think Moulz has stepped away, so that'll buy him some time.
Right.
Yeah. Maldo, so is there anything specifically about this album you want to tell the like context for the audience with you in this album? In this song?
Well, I was going to talk more about like the backlash of this album because this is the most disappointing season, right? And this is like one of Tyler's
season 12, biggest disappointments, right? Yeah.
What the thing is that like I noticed with all the albums that you guys reviewed so far, like they've been like disappointing throughout time, like from like when they were released to the present, right? For this album, it's interesting because like a lot of people, like all of a sudden coming out from the caves saying like, "Oh my god, this is one of Tyler's best albums," right? Either like before, like I would say like 75, maybe 80% of people like said this was one of Tyler's worst albums. But now you have like more people saying like now it's all split. It's like you have people saying this is his worst album, people saying this is his best album, people saying this is a good album, people saying this is a bad album, this is like it's okay. And I think it mainly comes from the fact I would say like the people who are saying it's good are like the newer fans, like the Igor and Flower Boys fans.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I noticed that more people. What was it? I think he released like instrumentals in like 2018. Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, he dropped the Cherry. I think he's going in reverse order based on like anniversaries. It seems like he dropped the Cherry Bomb instrumentals. And he just dropped the Wolf ones. I think like last.
Oh
week.
Yeah. Love that, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, listen, I went right to that 48. I was tapping my fingers. Yeah, that's a good beat. But yeah.
Yeah, but like I would, because like someone asked him, "Oh, are you gonna drop the instrumentals for Flower Boy?" And his response was no. Essentially, he said that because like people didn't appreciate Cherry Bomb, so he just released the instrumentals so like people can have a better understanding of like the production. Like essentially, saying like the lyrics. Don't forget about the lyrics. Focus about the production, the music, the instruments. You know.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna disagree with you on one thing, Maldo.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
That all the people who are saying that, you know, this is a good album are the newer fans. Because for me, I don't really like his new music. I don't like Flower Boy. I don't like Igor. This is the last album from him that I do kind of like.
Okay.
Well, that's not true because I kind of like the most recent one as well. But I didn't like the two before it. I didn't like Flower Boy or Igor.
Okay. Yeah, don't let the newer fans hear you say that.
Well, they just did.
Well, here's the thing. Even as me not being a part of the Odd Future cult, I look at those new fans with the side eye because it's like, listen, you wasn't here. What Maldo was describing, the VMA win in 2011 and the Yonkers video, and it's like, y'all when he cleaned up his act a bit and kind of mellowed out and, you know, got more, fashion centric and he's always been fashion centric, but like, the foxtail hats and listen, all right, dressing like he's on the PGA tour, all right, y'all was not there, okay. Now, here's my thing, because Maldo, you sent us the Cherry Bomb documentary before you came on.
Yeah, I didn't make. Did you guys watch it before?
I had seen it when this album came out. The year he dropped the documentary.
Yeah, okay, good.
Seen it. Yeah, I made sure to watch it.
I brought in the clip.
Oh, perfect. I was gonna tell you because I'm thinking okay, these guys, you've been doing this for how many years? 3 years.
3 years.
Clearly, if I send them this, they'll know what to do.
So.
Yeah,
if you count that
what
season
to do
0, but I don't like counting that shit.
Okay. Yeah, I rewatched it, and here's my theory. I think, I would chalk this up to that just classic Tyler snobbery. It's like, y'all didn't appreciate Cherry Bomb, so you don't get instrumentals from Flower Boy. But I think, having rewatched that documentary last night, it's like, nah, he probably mad because he was in Hans Zimmer Studios, probably coming out of pocket, bringing in all these string people, and he's mad that he spent all this money on Cherry Bomb.
Oh yeah, definitely,
for all this instrumentation, and they didn't appreciate it. That's what it is. I think it's less about the music and more about his pockets. All right, but
I mean, we're deep enough into the review now in terms of the track list for me to say, as of right now. Do you want to just give our ratings on this one?
Yeah, sure. And then we'll get back into the conversation. You want to go first?
Sure.
Well, I'd like Maldo to go first.
Yeah, that's why I said me.
All right, the guest.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, we always give the guest the opportunity to decide who goes first. All right. Well.
All right. My mind's a little foggy. I can't remember the rating system.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
He's joshing you, bro. Tyler, the creator.
So hold on, Mel. You want to do your intro? SMUCKERS featuring.
Oh, I already did it. I did it when you stepped away. Yeah, and I held off on the ratings and gave Maldo the floor to, talk about his background and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have more background if
Yeah, we'll
I haven't said what I thought about this album yet. Or back in 2015.
Oh, we're gonna get to it. We're definitely gonna get to it.
Okay. Well, I think I'll just give my rating now. In 2015, this was a 10 for me, right? but due to recent events and due to production, after re-listening and actually looking into lyrics, back in 2015, I didn't give a shit.
Bring in the
lyrics.
whale, Mel.
Keep talking, Maldo. Wow, bring in the whale.
Back in 2015, 2015, Maldo did not give a shit about lyrics. You could say the most stupid shit. As long as the beats sound good, he would give it a high rating. But now after
2015 Maldo sounds like Forever Moulz.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
Oh, you've never cared about lyrics?
I care about lyrics, but if you don't have a good beat, it's gonna be rough sailing for you.
Yeah.
Well, that's the truth. So
yeah. So overall, I give this song SMUCKERS a 9-.
Okay.
Come on. See, this is what I'm talking about, Mel.
What?
These Tyler, they act like it's yo, if you would have asked the old me, this is a 10, but right now it's a 9++.
That's still not a 9-. He's at a 9-, number one. And listen, Maldo definitely looked in the mirror, pointed at himself recently and said,
think about the truth of your argument.
And this is the new truth. 9-.
Okay. I'm just saying, we know about these cult members. They're like, oh, I used to, the old me was a 10. Now I'm a 9.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Well,
they're still in the cult, Mel.
I respect it. I mean, here's the thing, bro. We're still in the cult, low-key,
Yeah.
We never quite say.
Not the odd future cult.
We're not in it, but the doctrines and the programming is still kind of in our blood a little bit, so.
Yeah.
I understand. I'll stall him out. And, I'll
go next if you were wondering, you were very curious, it seemed, what my rating was on this.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
I'm giving this song a flat 7. Ding me, baby.
Oh, okay.
I like the beat here. for the record. I like it more when it changes.
Okay. Well,
I like the part Lil Wayne raps on better than the beat that it opens up with the fake Neptunes. Tyler, like, I'm just not a fan of his production.
Well, my rating, Waldo, is I'll join you in saying probably in 2015 I might have given this like an 8-, but I'm here to say in 2023 7+.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, that's 1 point for my ballot.
Nice.
I have two major critiques of this song. Otherwise, I pretty much like it.
Okay, let's hear it.
Critique number 1, the lack of a pop filter, even if it was done for stylistic purposes because of the cacophonous sounds across this album. Tyler's P's are fucking popping, bro.
Are they?
Oh.
Yeah, it's always bothered me. It's like he didn't record his verse with a pop filter. It sounds really raw.
So he was sounding like Earl.
He wasn't sounding like Earl. He sounded like Tyler, but the P's were popping.
But the P's was popping. And yeah, okay. Well, folks, for the record, a pop filter. Right now, I don't have it on, so you will hear the B and the P and the stuff like that. But when you put the pop filter in front of the mic, the P and the B goes away a bit. That's the purpose of a pop filter, to eliminate those pops. But I'm the mix slut. You know me. I'm the mix whore on this show. I'm the, I
brought this up to you from the time this album was released. I remember telling you about this, Mel.
Wow.
Certain words he says, because he didn't record this thing with a pop filter, really like sound rough to me. I'm not mad at him or his performance. It's the sound in certain words that he's saying in his verse. Second issue, Kanye West.
Yeah.
This is not peak Kanye West. I remember people praising this verse. This is the old Ye. If Kanye rapped like this on Late Registration, there wouldn't have been a Graduation.
No, yeah. I would say this is more like Jesus. Like,
this
like
is post.
Whole...
Yeah, he's doing the Jerome.
I think
thing.
this is still Jerome.
This is very much post Yeezus. I put this in like the sanctified bag, like post Yeezus, pre whatever would come after Life of Pablo era Kanye. When, Yeezus 2 was potentially being floated around. And he sounds like out of breath on here. He sounds like not really prime Kanye to me at all. And the bars, look, Yeezus' strength isn't the bars, it's the directness of it. It's the rawness of the production. It's the commitment to... the feel of that, the sounds and the industrial nature of that album. It is not like, this is Kanye's lyrical masterpiece.
Oh yeah, no, nobody was saying like, oh, this is Kanye. Like, I think most people were saying that this was like a good verse for Kanye, but not like a legendary one.
Well,
like,
I remember people saying that. Actually, Tyler himself, I believe, saying he wanted a mixtape Wayne level Wayne verse, and he wanted like a pre-808s type Kanye verse for this, nostalgia trip of a record, basically, that he's trying to make. And, I mean, look, Wayne's doing the best he can. I like him on here. I like how he, comes back in off the back of some of Tyler's bars. I like that beat switch. I think this song could have been Wayne and Tyler. Add a pop filter, I'd give it an 8.
Okay.
Well... not to make this about the fucking Shostaffel member, but here's the thing. You said something that made me realize, you're kind of right. Because I might have been one of those people in 2015 where it's like, now, yeah, we like Yeezus, review out now. I remember thinking like, oh, this is a good Kanye verse. Like, he sounds focused. But yeah, now that you say
he sounds demo, actually. It's with all the pregnant pauses and the stuttering, it's like almost sounds halfway like a reference track.
Well, in a way, he's always been like that with the punch-ins and the, we've talked about this plenty of times with him. I think he was washed at this point, as we would come to realize even more as times would pass. So he was already washed in 2015. But the thing was, I
think I agree with Mel because Pablo, he's not bringing anything new to the table for the first time ever. He's just doing his greatest hits.
Oh, yeah. And then we don't have to talk about Ye and afterwards.
Well, I actually saw, and you know what? Fuck it, because I don't know anything about these guys, but I'm going to have to call them out for this because this is the kind of shit I don't like seeing from rap media.
Okay.
This NFR podcast, I don't know what that stands for. I know they cover rap music.
Oh, yeah, I know them.
I've seen them around. Seem like nice guys. Don't have an issue with them specifically, but they did make a post that came across my timeline, which was the album Ye, and it said, like, let's be honest, there's not a single bad track on this album.
Okay, all right.
First
of all, while this
the
is
major
still
dick
loading,
writing.
Think about the truth of your argument.
And this was posted,
one.
mind you, like 2 days ago. So
2 days.
We have to stop. I really think we need to stop the nostalgia anniversary retrospective train with Kanye to begin with, because it's been done to death. Every article has been written. Every album's been ranked in every order it could possibly be ranked in. But if you're going to do that shit, at least go for the stuff that, you could say has no skips and people will just like nod and agree with you. Like Graduation, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. Yay.
Get the fuck out of here, you motherfucker!
I don't ever want to hear somebody say Ye has no skips. That is the closest thing to an objective lie.
Think about the truth of your argument, okay?
Look, I'll say this. This verse is not like late registration level or anything like that.
No.
I thought I was thinking that it was like, a throwback like that in 2015, but you're right. It's more Yeezus. But there are parts of the verse.
It's the Yeezus, post-Yeezus Kanye to a T.
I hear the Yeezus now and like, richer than white people with black kids. What in the world?
What the hell?
Okay, my water bottle just fell over. I think he sent the Nazis. those boots, they're stomping, creating tremors and shit. Well, fuck them. Scared and black people with ideas. That's that Yeezus talk, like that new slaves. I actually think those bars are hard, especially for this era where he's washed. But I pointed something out that I guess would make me think of old Kanye. Again, like you said with Pablo, it's kind of just, a retread of territory we've already been to. But it's like, they say I'm crazy, but that's the best thing going for me. Didn't we, they say going crazy, and we've seen this before. That was like free, in my pink polo. That was way back then. Okay.
Yeah.
You talk about the they say verse. They say because of the fame and stardom, I'm somewhere in between the church and insane asylum. He's always been bigging up his craziness. So I guess that's kind of what made me think about that. But is very Yeezus type energy in his performance, in his decision making. On the track. You
and
can't
I really feel like there's
Tom
actually
Brady throwing to me. Okay.
a much like more just a much greater sense of like clarity of thought in something like the they say verse versus this.
Right. Talk about clarity of thought. I mean, I'll stall him out because sometimes running backs run routes, but Marshawn Lynch is not a wide receiver. So Tom Brady wouldn't be throwing to him often. He'd be handing off most likely.
Football explaining wheels or mouth.
Yeah, Cam knows. Okay, I just got into football heavily this year. Yeah. But anyway, I'll stall him out
until he was telling me off air. I was never really feeling football, and then after the Kaepernick thing happened, I decided, now that all the wokes are out of football, I'm going to start watching.
Get out of here. Okay, no.
I'm more of that basketball.
That's that basketball?
Yeah,
that's the
I don't
all-time
like that
sport.
football. I like that basketball.
Yeah. You guys saw that Laker game last night?
The which game? The Laker game?
The Laker games against the Timberwolves.
For the record, I love the Lakers, but I can't support them as long as LeBron's there. It's a long story. Okay, I've been excommunicated from the fandom. I'm fine. Fuck them. I don't care.
I don't blame Mel one bit.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
That washed up opportunist has ruined everything about not only his own personal brand, but the damn Lake Show.
Wow.
You know, the Lake Show, it's like a freaking pond show these days, okay? There's nothing going on over there.
There's a lot of pond scum in that lake, okay? That crypto lake over there down the street.
Okay.
Not the crypto.
We don't like no Lakers. We like the Warriors.
We don't like no Waриos.
No,
All
listen,
right,
you
best
need to
of
get
love
with
to
the
Mario
Warriors.
with the #1 movie in the country, but he don't like Wario neither, okay?
God. All right.
I'm more of that Celtics fan. You know me.
Maldo's a Celtics fan. And listen,
of
I
course, because I'm
respect
from
it.
Boston. Yeah.
He's from Boston. Dart Adams is a Celtics fan. He's been on the show before. It's fine. You know, we're all friends and family here. It's cool. But when it comes to them sports, you know, I don't want to see these guys. All right. I don't want to talk to them. You know, it's just, listen. Oh, and while we've been doing a flip on the drop, let me hit this.
White girl.
For Caitlin Clark, okay? Because she was
I'm
going
going back
crazy,
to
but
the
I'm
Knicks.
I'm happy.
I'm going back to the Knicks.
I feel like,
Love the Knicks. You gotta love the Knicks.
yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I like the Bulls, but did I really like the Bulls or did I like Michael Jordan? You know what I mean?
Who do we love?
I rocked with the Lakers for a long time, and I rocked with LeBron famously. A lot of people, didn't like that I respected LeBron. It was very controversial. Mel remembers.
Yeah, I remember. I do.
But that was around the time where, I could really make a case for the guy.
Damn.
Not no more. He started
All right,
executive
my
producing
agency,
2 Chainz
Moulz-
albums and
Moulz Sports has officially dropped LeBron James from our agency, okay? We want nothing
The
to do with the guy
fraud, James, they call him.
now. The fraud James is right, okay? And I will never watch another Lakers game. I will never see another movie with this guy in it. If he was involved in the creation of a rap album, I will only listen to it if I'm forced to on this show.
okay. Well, listen, LeBron, best of love to you as a man, as an athlete, okay, as a presence.
No, as a
brand.
man, he's making a lot of grievous errors that are bleeding into the athlete part of things.
Oh, brother. All right. Listen, that man run with the mafia. I don't want to run afoul.
He runs
of
with the
LeBron.
mafia?
Yeah, in a way, his own mafia.
What kind
What
of mafia
sports?
are we talking about here? The Italian mafia?
Rich Paul and them. They get niggas going. I don't
Rich
want nothing with them.
Paul?
Yeah.
Wait, Jake Paul? Logan Paul? What do you mean?
Exactly.
No, he's not-
Those are the
no
only
relation.
Rich Pauls I know.
Rich Paul. No relation. Okay, no. He's dating Adele, and it's a whole thing, It's
Our new
Oh.
patron, Adele?
What?
No. No. Okay, look, back to the matter at hand, okay? Just to get done with this Kanye talk. In the documentary, Tyler was talking about, like I played him my verse and Wayne's verse and he heard it and he just ripped the page out. He was really inspired. And look, we know about Kanye. He does write.
Yeah. I want to say this. Hold on. If you guys, okay, go ahead and then I'll say what I want to say.
Well, no, I was just going to say, Kanye was talking about, you guys, this verse really forced me to rap. I haven't wanted to rap like this in a long time. And I mean,
That's how
I like
you know
the
he's
verse.
washed. If that's
Well,
if
right.
that's the best he can come up with. If he tore something up and rewrote his verse, and this is what he was able to come up with, I gotta tell you, pal, your run's coming to an end. It's winding
Honestly.
down. The
I like the
writing's on
verse.
the wall.
It's not a perfect verse alert. There are some missteps in the verse, but I like the verse, and I think
Think
he does sound
Think
inspired.
about this, though. I want you to just think about this for a moment, okay?
Okay.
Let me get this.
What would you say?
I'm getting it for you right now.
Oh, okay. He's researching. Okay.
He's got Kanye's old the page ripped out.
Are you gonna pull up that Kim Kardashian tweet where she's like, he just wrote 10,000 bars on the plane or whatever?
Oh, no more parties in LA?
Yeah.
He rapped better on there than he did on here, and even that was more word
I
vomit,
disagree.
run-on sentence rapping.
Yeah, I just he was slipping and sliding all over that beat.
He was slipping and sliding on here too. I don't know what you heard.
I mean,
I'm just thinking about a guy sunsetting basically now in the back half of his relevancy. And then, me and my redacted is bucking head first. You're supposed to be there when my head hurt. Used to
Oh,
be
that's
going
the
out
boy.
hardly. Now we want a
Okay.
party. Celebration on me. Well, what's up? Pay homage.
Hey,
I roll through the
I
city
roll
like
through
young
the city
Sheikh
like young
Mohammed.
Sheikh Mohammed. It can't be that
It
hard
can't
to
be
find
that
us.
hard to find us.
Go to jungle,
pick up my Ethiopian goddess.
Word
It's
spread,
the word
Bugatti is
spread.
in the projects,
Bugatti is in the projects. The boy home. Used to take the bus to the block. Now summertime winds come through and busting the block. I remember seeing Knicks after busting the block.
And instead of work right to Hutch, you niggas must have forgot. But I was there, now it's Don shit. Couple things sit on my conscience.
One's in the air, y'all.
The boy. Warrior.
Okay.
We don't need to talk about that Kanye right now.
I'm hearing Kanye rap like this. Meanwhile, the boy is just, he's getting better and better. This man don't miss in 2015. You think I want to hear this kind of rap? This is old, lethargic. This is Kanye. This is like the fucking, Undertaker streak run when he's hobbling around, laying on the ground all the time. I don't want to see this man sell for 20 minutes. He ain't elite, okay? He is not elite.
I've never claimed Kanye to be an elite rapper. I don't think either of us have on this. His personality carries him and has always carried him.
Hold on. I forgot. Okay, can I say this real quick? Okay.
Yes.
About Kanye, we know Kanye's he wanted to rewrite his verse, right? I would say, okay, I know his verse wasn't good, but the fact that he actually took the effort to actually rewrite it is something we don't see in hip hop anymore.
Oh, come on. No. We are not going to give someone props for actually writing their verse.
I'm not saying that, it's just we don't see that in hip hop anymore. It's someone okay, I need a verse. Let's say Moulz Mel, I asked him for a verse. Moulz just gives me a verse. I let Mel hear it. Mel's okay, here's my verse. Doesn't change it all. It's which he knows he might get out-rapped. Right? But now we don't see, we only see people only just put out a verse and that's it, just get paid. I heard the story with Megan Thee Stallion getting a verse from Future, right? For that song. What was it called?
Oh, I remember this story.
Yeah, and she just okay, let me just take all the best bars together and just put them all together, right? It's how come Future
he just sent her a bunch of it was a lot
lines,
of bars.
yeah.
It was basically just Frankenstein your verse. I'm fine.
That's how he records. He just does, we talked about it in the DSC review. He
it's a quick tracks. The metronome's on and he's just
hours of rapping to one timestamp. Just sit in one tempo and just rap. And they make
my issue is
afterwards.
because my issue is that rappers have just gotten lazy. There's no competition. When was the last time we saw a what was it 9/11 2007?
9/11 2007. I mean,
Motto has brought up Moulz his what's the word?
It's famously the worst thing that ever happened on that date.
Yeah.
When America decided to throw away their future, to throw away their values, to throw away everything, and go with the fucking art school shit instead of the real shit,
Moulz's event horizon. I think that's the phrase I'm looking for.
Look, ain't no horizon, okay?
Horizon.
All I can say is it was a tragic day. It was a day that will live in infamy. Luckily, it only affects the U.S. because, as we found out, Curtis actually sold more worldwide in the long run.
Yeah.
Than Graduation.
Yes.
Yeah, listen. Okay, Curtis and Graduation reviews out now, season 1. But, yeah, I mean, Moto, I'll say this. As a rapper, having rapped, this is not a long con. Okay, I don't rap no more. But, professionally.
Could have fooled me by all the people in our DMs today trying to tell us they need beats on this new project, Mel.
Well, I mean, that's different. That's one night only. We're doing it for Billy Boards, okay? It don't got nothing to do with us. We're not trying to get ourselves over, okay? We're trying to keep Billy Boards and Macaltraz, but that's neither here nor there. As a rapper, Moulz, our work together, that's when I really discovered the power of the rewrite, and I'm never afraid of the rewrite. So it's a lot of rappers aren't prone to doing that, but it's also because a lot of rappers are prideful, and it's because of that, people often won't hit them up and be like, hey, the verse was all right, but can you go harder? People, artist relations, communication between each other, you don't really see that as much. And when you do hear stories about that, they usually end up being special songs because the person, you know, didn't take it, you know, personally, and it's like, all right, I'll go back in and see what I can do, you know. But
so I have a funny story, Mel. I was recently looking for the beat to "Just Wanna Rock" by Uzi Vert, so I could do a Korean freestyle to it.
Oh.
What?
And I forgot you speak Korean.
Yeah, so I was looking for this beat. I couldn't find it. And then I realized this is why rap isn't competitive anymore. No one's putting out their beats. They're putting out singles with the clean version, the dirty version. They'll have like a version with like a DJ intro that's clean and an intro version that's dirty. And that's it. No instrumentals. People are making remixes, you know, with acapellas that they're making in like the damn stem player. Like you hear the artifacting all over it. What's going on? You get
remakes from producers and they upload them to YouTube.
Yeah, like artists used to release, you know, not just the clean and dirty versions. They would drop the acapellas and the fucking instrumentals too.
Yeah, we don't got that no more. We just have like sped up versions on like any song that gets popular. There's like a sped up version of it. It's crazy.
Yeah, or
mainly from
reverb.
Yeah, mainly from TikTok.
As you heard up top.
As bad as that sounds.
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean.
Bring back instrumentals.
Yeah, Tyler's doing that slowly, though.
He's doing it. Shout out to Tyler because he's doing it.
I waited 10 years for the Wolf.
Dropping the album instrumentals 10 years later is not doing anyone any favors, okay? Ain't no competition.
It's like a gift. It's like a 10-year anniversary. You ever?
We know what it's really about. I appreciate it, but it's like, you know, it's him trying to pop himself again and get people to respect his chords. Okay?
I disagree. I know what this is all about because he dropped this estate sale as well, Mel, this year. He's not dropping a new album this year, and he usually drops every 2 years.
He will.
So instead of dropping a new album, he dropped the deluxe to the Call Me If You Get Lost, and then he dropped the Wolf instrumentals, and he's like, I hope this holds these redacteds over for 2 more years.
Yeah, him just talking to himself in like his kitchen. Yeah.
No, he's talking
the
to
redacteds
Jasper,
in this case being the Triple H redacteds, you know?
Oh, we're getting there.
God, I gotta talk about those guys.
Yeah, just to wrap this up. Well, not the song. It's that we're just getting started, but the Kanye thing. There are, like I said, it's not a perfect. There are plenty of Kanyeisms. Like he said, like I believe you, like a fat trainer taking a bite of something. Now, at first, I'm like, did he mean I don't believe you? But I listened over and over, and he sounds like I believe you. So that doesn't make any sense. You know,
this guy has been
because like I think it means like
controlled by his trainer for years. I don't want to hear him rap about his trainer. His trainer,
because like if it's medic. Probably no, because I mean like his trainer, like okay, if he can, like let's say he eats like McDonald's, like one McDonald's meal and able to lose that weight, obviously he's doing something right? So obviously he'll listen, like okay, if he manages to lose like weight after eating like McDonald's or whatever fast food, he's doing something right.
Well, I feel like the line would make sense if it was just I believe you, like a trainer taking a bite of something. It's like, oh, okay, if he's eating it, then it must be healthy. But he said a fat trainer, so it's like, why would you believe then? I feel like he meant to say, I don't believe you, but he ran out of breath or something because he's washed, or he just didn't realize what he was saying because he's washed. I don't know. Those Kanye mistakes.
Possibly give a shit.
Yeah.
You know, but you let him tell it. I made a million mistakes, but I'm successful in spite of them. That motivational Kanye. It's like, bro, you know how much better you would be if you would calm down and get your act together, you know? But it's just like this verse. Yeah, he's doing the Jerome, the callback to Jesus. I'm the free nigga archetype. No, you're not. You're not the free. You want to build Donda design concentration camps, you fuck. You're not, you know, dreamt it too. Pac would call you a clown, okay? All right, if you're the free nigga archetype, I'd rather stay a slave.
Everyone's dreaming of Pac visiting them in their dreams. Pac's busy. He doesn't have time for all you motherfuckers.
Okay?
Kendrick.
Yeah.
Pac doesn't have time to visit all of you in your dreams.
Okay? No, Pac is he's not answering you. And he shouldn't, okay? He's doing his classic fame talk about cocaine and, you know, people laughing at your jokes because you're famous. The best part of the verse, forgive me if I'm tripping, but it's the showmanship and the style when he's like, you know, and the Lexus pull up, hopped out, like, what's up? Step back, hold up, my nigga, you suck. That's the best one. Yeah, that's good. That was good stuff. That's
what did you say before, Mel? No child left behind. I guess someone was.
Oh, brother. Yeah, I think I did say that before.
Listen, Donda Academy getting sued for serving their kids sushi.
They shut that bullshit down.
I don't know why is that so up. Like after everything that's happened, like, oh, we can still run Donda Academy.
They were selling these parents this expensive ass tuition so they could give them Ralph's grocery store sushi on the floor. They wouldn't let them eat it on tables. They had to eat it on the floor.
Oh my god.
1984.
Yeah. I can't wait till those kids grow up, man.
I don't want to think about traumatized children right now. Okay.
Yeah.
It's shout out to the children. Okay. Best of love to all the children.
I'm just saying they're gonna drop the bomb in a couple. When they're old enough to realize what was going on.
Damn.
They'll be on that 2020 with the new host Moulz.
Oh my god! I think what happened was the story is going to be they were wandering Donda Academy and they found the broom closet where Kanye was stashing Mr. Hudson in Thelavola, London, and unfortunately Francis and the Lights. And they're going to be like...
They locked me in there for like 45 minutes. There was doo-doo feces thrown all over the walls, the floor, the ceiling, and it stunk so bad.
Okay. And I'm not looking forward to those stories because no kids should have to deal with that. Okay. But anyway, yeah. He ends with the Kanyeism. He ends with a thud. Okay. With a thud, a dud, a fart. Okay. I get you big dicks to go extra hard. It's like, okay, all right. Like I said, not a perfect verse, but they're fun moments. Oh, you like that, Waldo?
Yeah, it gives me that Yeezus vibes. Come on.
Oh, well, those are Yeezus vibes for sure. Okay,
this ain't Yeezus music though, and Tyler didn't ask for Yeezus.
Yeah, he was looking for. And what's his favorite song? Gone, or was it Late?
I think Late from Late Registration.
Yeah, he had Kanye come on stage and perform, and of course Kanye don't remember that shit.
Oh yeah, I know Tyler has that issue. Or before, like he had the issue where like he would perform in songs like I gotta find that video. It's like when he's performing "Who That Boy," and then like when he's getting to like his verse, like I don't remember the lyrics. Like he was like that.
Oh brother, yeah, that was Who That Boy, Who Him Is. Okay, yeah,
Who That Boy Is his Just Lose It.
Yes, it is. Where the formula, like the boisterous single formula, has officially
finally
been exhausted.
ran its course.
Yeah, now we like Just Lose It though. So, but we still understand that it ran its course, right? So.
Damn, you guys don't like the ASAP Rocky
Did he
verse?
do one ever? And like ever since then, did he do like the boisterous first single ever again?
I don't think so. I think that was the last one. That was the last one. Igor was like, "You make my earthquake." Okay, that was like that fucking young lineage, he stopped with that, unfortunately. Look,
I've said Wayne on here. These guys don't like.
Well, before we get to Wayne, do I like?
Wait, where we got
Wayne on here? Yeah, but look, the man of the hour, okay, Tyler the Creator. I'll say this: we got the freaking the Nazi out the way.
Yeah.
I raised an eyebrow when you said this up top, Moulz. I think both beats are good. I actually like the first beat best. Now, here's the thing. I understand you don't like that Tyler cheap synth production that I have a soft spot for.
I'm a Neptune stan, and I just hear great value Neptunes. I can't unhear it. It's never really hit for me.
Okay. Well, I like those, like, since he be working them bitches. He gets so much mileage out of these. They still sound like cheap, but like the way he finesses them, it hits my ear in a way that I've always liked. He's got these, how would I describe these? Like these whoppy sounding drums. It's just
like
good piano bass beat. I like this.
I like the synth that's underneath this beat. In the first beat, that is.
That might be the. I like
that. The horns? Huh.
Like the horns are definitely
bringing
the cheap Tyler horns that I like.
No, there's like a synth that comes in and out occasionally.
Oh,
Yeah.
that, yeah.
It's like a slimy sounding synth.
Oh, yeah, wow. Is that one or?
Yeah, there's that. There's this like quirky bass he brings in. I like the beat. Apparently, it was meant for Watch the Throne, and he
Yeah.
took it back.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think it would have been? Do you think? Because I listened to Watch the Throne, and like this would not fit on that album.
It wouldn't
at
have
all.
fit.
That album doesn't have a definitive sound to it, actually.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of shit thrown at the wall.
Well, it would have
It's-
fit that little interlude music.
Oh, do you know I flipped that?
Did you?
I don't know why I didn't bring it up when we did the review, but I have a
Leak it.
flip of it somewhere. I chopped it up.
Well, it's that circus music, you know? Carnival Moulz, you know, and all that.
Carnival Moulz. Will he show up for the ICP review next season?
I would hope so.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah, but the Tyler verse, there are moments I like, there are moments I don't. And that's part of the course for Tyler.
Yeah.
He starts
Okay.
off with this like watching freaks and I'm like, okay, freaks and geeks, the hipster
Yeah.
stereotype to the max. You're so quirky, you're so cool. But he comes in, they say, I'm nutty, I'm picnic basket, I'm sort of a sandwich, I'm peanut butter, Boyce Watkins are redacted. Please come and get. Okay.
Oh,
I had to
you
look
got-
the guy up because I had
Okay.
to see why he's supposedly
I know this
redacted.
story. I know this story. Jesus, I hate that guy. I want to. You know?
Oh, shit. Troy Ave?
I hate
Stan
this
Maldo,
guy.
Colt Maldo. Let
Okay.
him speak. Okay,
Okay.
tell me.
Royce Walk. Okay, so you guys know about the Mountain Dew commercials that he's did?
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about
Yes.
it? Okay, so this motherfucker was the one person that said, this is the most racist commercial in history. This needs to be taken down. Why is Mountain Dew working with this menace of society?
Oh, so
Because-
he's the guy that snitched to Mountain Dew and got their commercial pulled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because, so there's three, right? The first one where a goat, Felicia the goat assaults a woman, not bad, all right, that's fine. Then in the second one, Felicia gets pulled over, the goat, and find out a bunch of Mountain Dew in the back of his truck. Then the commercial ends. And then the third one, so the third one is where there was a lineup of Felicia the goat and other people, right? But then, what's this guy's name? Royce Watkins? Whatever his name is. Just like, oh
I
my
know
god.
Storm Watkins.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways, he said like, oh, everybody here, you know, are all like black and African American. So this is supposed to portray that how African Americans are always being jailed up or like being accused of crimes and all that shit. It's like, okay, first off, like Tyler talks about this, how like all those people like Left Brain Lionel, those are all his friends. Of course, like, what you think he's gonna randomly pick like random black people and say, all right, I need you to like stand on the wall. Because his whole argument's like, oh, if there was like one white guy, like let's say Lucas, you guys know who Lucas is?
No, I know Lucas. Yeah.
Yeah, if he was on land, he would like this whole art, like we still would have Mountain Dew commercials from Tyler still on YouTube, right? But because they're all black, it's like, oh, it's racist. Like I can't, like this racist, like this is like racism, right? And then obviously now we get to this point where Tyler calls them the redacted, and then I think he responds to it.
He did. I didn't even look at the response, but
He
I will
calls
say
him
Maldo and Mel connect. I remember this happening, and I was bummed because here's the thing. You know, people say Childish Gambino is much better as a showrunner, you know, writer than like a musician. I respect that
Yes.
opinion. We talk about this all the time. Tyler, it seems like his true calling is being a director. Okay,
Yeah.
he's a great
Oh, yeah.
visual artist.
I think, yeah, his music videos are the best music
Always
videos
money.
of this current generation of rap by far.
right.
So
Even when
far-
I don't like the song, the videos are always hidden. So I thought all those Mountain Dew commercials were funny, and it was totally overblown. Okay,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, I can't say if he's a redacted. That's not for me to say, but
Yeah.
he was wrong. He was whack, and I was bummed for Tyler. I remember because I remember seeing him, and they were at the Felicia to Go. It popped me. It was great stuff,
Yeah.
you know. And like, I'm like, great. Tyler's getting a chance to show his, you know, unique sensibilities when it comes to this.
That was when, like 2013, maybe?
2014, 2015.
2014 could have been
Yeah.
2013, 2014.
Okay.
But
yeah,
yeah,
I feel
was
like
in
the
college
time
still,
between
so yeah.
the Rick Ross Molly and her drink line and this Odd Future commercial getting pulled were very much like, in some ways, the early kind of gestations of what some people would go on to describe as like online cancel culture, quote unquote.
Yeah. You know, and I mean, there are plenty of things to, you know, discuss about Tyler, you know, the liberal use of the redacted word and, you know, things like that. But this was like, we're reaching with this. Those commercials are funny. Okay. And we got robbed of like Tyler continuing to do things like that on like a major scale.
Well, I think that's part of the reason he had to clean up his act a little bit, right? Because he was banned in the UK for a while. I don't know if he still is.
No, he isn't.
I hope they lifted that
ban. I believe at this point
they lifted it like a while ago.
Oh, it's been lifted, Maldo?
Yeah, it's been lifted, I think, in 2019, 2020. I can talk more about that.
Okay. Well, he talked about it in the verse. You know, I got banned from New Zealand. Why? They called me a demon and a terrorist. God damn it. I couldn't believe it. Now I like this part of the verse because he ends like, but you fucked up as a parent, your child idol's a nigger. That's that Eminem influence that, you know, that like, you know, you fucking do good as good bad, you good and do good in marriage. Like rubbing your influence in like the adults' faces. Like your kids love me. That biting Tyler. He doesn't have that as much anymore, and I appreciate that. It's like, it's sort of social commentary. I like that from him, his awareness of where he is. But like, yeah, he cleaned up his act. I remember, listen, y'all wasn't there when he was fuck Tyler on Twitter for years.
Oh yeah, I have receipts. I
gotta know from the Prophet. Okay, when you were a young lad over in New Zealand, you know, what was this Tyler ban hitting for? Like, were people really, you know, outraged by it? Meaning the ban? You know, were you young people over in New Zealand really, you know, wanting to kill people, burn shit, fuck school, and the like?
Look, he, as much as I feel like saved himself from like falling off after Cherry Bomb. I mean, clearly he did. He's bigger, I think, than he's ever been.
Yeah.
You know, when it was a pivotal moment, he could have been even bigger had people just respected his artistry early on, even though it was rough around the edges and not as great as he would have you believe. He's always been a visionary and a fearless creative. And it took until, oddly, Flower Boy for people to kind of give him credit for the things that he wanted credit for. But that was also the moment where I kind of jumped off the ship because, like, that album ain't hitting for me at all.
This album feels like, you know, kind of a last hurrah, getting all the old energy out.
Yeah, so I want to talk about that. So pretty much at this time, a lot of people were thinking, was like, because obviously Moulz was saying how, like, Tyler was such a great director that to a point where people were thinking, is he just going to give up music and focus more on directing, like directing shows, movies, all that stuff?
And he said he wanted to. You know, he says ultimately his goal is to become a filmmaker. Yeah,
and people thought, like, they look at the tracks like, wow, there's a lot of, like, features here. And people were thinking, oh, is this going to be, like, his last album? Like, his last, like his last hurrah? And then after that, say, all right, I'm done with music. And also, you know what happened is that he didn't get the response he wanted. and he just kept making more music.
Well, you know, that clip that's been going around recently from like that documentary on like Hulu or whatever, where he talks about Jimmy Iovine. It's like, do you like house music? Or Jimmy Iovine told Pharrell that, and Pharrell relayed it to Tyler. He's like, yeah, I mean, I like it as a genre. He's like, no, house music that can buy you a house.
Yeah, he didn't get the house
like,
music.
Yeah, like it awakened something in me. Like I stopped messing around. And I'm like, that's interesting because that's the moment where you stop being good to me.
Good
so
to you.
Yeah, to me, right? To me, just
to
me.
you, not me.
Right. Yeah. So, well, I guess whenever we do Flower Boy, we'll talk about that. But yeah, I mean, you know, we got a lot of the head assisms from him that like can be hit or miss when he's like, fuck your Loud Pack and fuck your Snapchat. Luckily for him, I agree with those sentiments. So that's a good head assery. But then right after that, Cherry Bomb, the greatest fucking album since the days of sound. It's like,
I mean, it didn't age well, but I like it's confidence, you know, it's confidence. So like he's like,
it is, but like very inflated sense of, you know, listen.
What else is he supposed to say? Totally kept. That means lie.
Days of sound.
Look, we're you know crying out for rappers to be competitive again. We can't be mad. if a guy says that his album's the best thing going, like, it's not, but maybe to him it was at the time. So
this is
let him
the
talk his shit.
equivalent. Yeah, this is like the equivalent of saying like this artist invented music.
You know,
Essentially.
like, and they took his fan base took these lines to heart. You know, it's just
you have to make your own mythology to an extent as an artist. Like Jay-Z told everyone best rapper alive. Wayne followed suit. You know, there was a point in time T.I. was always calling himself King of the South, and there were people challenging him for that. You know, King of New York, same shit. It's like, you know, there was a time where people had pride in their,
this man
you know,
is talking about
craft.
all
Another
of sound.
Yeah.
It's Mel, it's just like how Get This Money isn't actually a tutorial on how to get money.
Oh,
You know, it's just a line. It's the thing about the line about since the days of sound is, it's just a line.
oh, brother. Well, you know what's really just the line after, because this is Tired by album 3. 4 if you count Bastard. It's like, and that shit gonna pop just like that nigga that was never around. Okay, we know, bro. We know.
I like that
You don't
line.
like your dad. He wasn't around. Listen, I'm not saying he can't feel this way, but it feels like we're just checking boxes at this point. It's like, oh, I gotta mention my dad. He wasn't around. They like that. You know, it's on the flip side. I do like Mom, I Made You a Promise. It's no more Section 8. I felt that
Yeah.
line. I'm happy for him. I could hear that like he made dreams come true. But you know, there's also put that cow on my level because I'm raising the stakes, which is bad rapping. So I like things, I don't like things. It's the Tyler experience for me personally, you know. But this
I
beat
like
is
it more
dope.
than Kanye. It's less obnoxious. All it needed was a pop filter.
Wow.
Well,
He's
you want to
rapping
talk
better
about
than Kanye.
obnoxious? I do like Kanye vamping in the background towards the end of Tyler's voice, but when he comes in, why don't they like me? Because you a jackass.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons why. He knows why.
Yeah, he knows. But
Why,
you talked
why,
about
why?
Wayne.
Why?
Moulz,
Oh, so
and-
what do you
Oh, go
guys think
ahead,
about?
Aldo.
Yeah. So what do you guys? Okay, because like one of my pet peeves about like the second half is Lil Wayne and Tyler like trading verses or like trading bars. For me, I like when I first heard this, like, oh, it kind of like ruins the song. But then like as time passed, I got okay. I kind of like it's like mentor and student, like, you know,
I
passing
like it.
bars.
Because I like when it feels like a collaboration is actually two people in the studio together as opposed to mailing shit back and forth.
right.
All right.
It, like I said, I like the beat, but I like the first beat better. But Wayne successfully got that tone he was talking about in the documentary. Like I hear like Carter 2 Wayne sort of dedication to in between 2 and 3. Like it's not high pitched. It's kind of just chilling in the pocket. Hold your fucking ponies, my homie. I whip your donkey by my lonely. I eat pussy like Shoney's. You know, it's Tunchi, homie, master of ceremonies. I knock him down, domino effect, no pepperoni. I say, this is the Wayne I fell in love with, and I appreciate that Tyler also appreciates that.
Yeah.
But I gotta. Speaking of Carter 3, like, you know, I review out now. This kind of reminds me of that Mr. Carter verse where Jay passed off, and it's like, you know, he's like, and then he did the worst verse of the song, and I'm like, oh, Wayne, come on, this was the torch passing moment. When Wayne's like, what up, slime nigga, go hard, and Tyler comes in, yeah, I'm gonna go hard like before came. I'm like, like,
and
really?
that line makes no sense, to be honest.
It just
Before
first of all,
came.
it'd be before come if that's what we're going with this. Before coming, even, you know, got too much drive, need like 10 lanes. It's like you're just saying stuff. All right. Wayne hits a sequence, which is my favorite sequence on the record. You know, my trigger finger wise with my 9 dumb middle finger blind. So it's fuck ANEY 1. Fuck skate and die, son. 100 ways to die, son. Staring at a trampoline, make my eye jump. That's that classic Wayne. Okay, that line is hard. Fuck you if you disagree. He was getting them bars off. Tyler was lagging. He went on a weird sequence about, you know, Jewish people and niggas hanging from nooses
Oh, yeah.
and Germans.
Kanye,
You know,
Kanye telling me like, yo, What, no, he's like,
Right? This
yo,
is what
Tyler,
you need to talk
I don't
about,
like,
fam.
yeah, don't talk about that line. Change it to something else.
You know,
Jews
I'm
in
trying
Berlin.
to hang like Mr. Cooper or Jews in Berlin. That's what you should say. I'll explain
Yeah.
why later. You know, we know about him. Okay? Some about Donald Sterling and all this. But it's classic Tyler, that subversive, like, let's push the envelope. Yeah, is that
It's
that's
not the
phrase,
last
right?
time you ever get this Tyler, but it's the last album you get it in this dose, you know, that you
Right.
get
Yeah.
on this album.
You know, and I mean, listen, I'll hit the drop here. I'm sure I probably did a blanket drop up top like with Eminem. I don't know. Did I? I mean, we haven't recorded that part yet. So I'll hit it here. And we're on YouTube after all.
Time to play the game!
Hold on.
At Triple H, hip hop homophobia.
Can
you know,
gay or bisexual people be homophobic?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. He has well, see,
So-
at the time he hadn't come out yet, so he didn't have license to use it. But I
As
guess
far as
if he
I know-
always was,
Yeah, go ahead.
well, no, I'm just saying, like, yeah, I guess he's excused. I shouldn't have to hit the drop. It's not hip hop homophobia. It's him using words he can use. Like how I'm black and I can say the nigga word. He can say the redacted word. And I think you could say
What
it.
time is
I don't
it?
know. Maybe the
it's
cult
only
thinks
7:46.
7:46.
Oh. What?
Yeah, at 2:30 a.m. Something. It's
Okay,
like
this is-
you know, it's like white people become like werewolves, but except with the N word.
Moulz was doing a callback to last week's The Love Movement review where we check it out, folks. Apparently at 2:30 a.m. white people can say the N-word. Hey, I'm not even a part of the Our Future cult, but I kind of interpret this line as like, you know, he says, I'm a liar, I'm a redacted. That was like foreshadowing. He's like,
He talks about it
I'm
some
a
more in
liar.
the song too.
I don't know
He
why.
kinda-
I don't know why. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know why Jesse.
He's been
keeps-
trying to tell you.
Yeah, he's been saying this. Like, and Jesse's like, he's not gay. He's just playing a character.
we
It's
know about Jesse. He just doesn't want to believe that one of his
He's in
favorite
denial. Okay.
No, what's that?
Denial.
Wait, you guys seen that Boondocks episode where who's that? Like Riley's idol was gay. He's like, yeah, it's like
Yeah.
he's gay. Yeah, and I was his biggest fan. Does that make me gay? Yeah. Starts crying. That's what
Yeah,
Jesse's
Riley
real.
couldn't take it. He had to dissociate. He came back and he was like, it was a fever dream. What did he say? He's like, niggas kissing. What did he say? Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I love that
This
show.
is about thugging love. Yeah, you know, the gay rapper. Yeah, I mean, Moulz, you said he's talking about it in another point in this song?
Yeah, I believe so. Maybe it's another song from this album that I was thinking of.
Got it. Yeah, I mean,
Now I'm looking up Asher Roth, gay rapper again.
well, were they saying that he was the gay rapper?
Yes, I found it. December 21st. Hip Hop Wired. Asher Roth is the gay rapper? The rapper that first came out saying that he loved college and loved women, maybe playing to a new tune as of late, as Asher Roth has come out of the closet. Now, mind you,
brother.
he never came out of the closet.
No, not
Speculation has been running rampant for the past few months with allegations of the gay rapper in hip hop.
Alligator.
But now the mystery has reportedly been solved. Roth will appear on E! News during the Christmas holiday celebration to talk about his recent coming out of the closet. Asher was recently in attendance at a gay rights parade with Lady Gaga, American Idol winner Clay Aiken, Blink-182,
Clay.
REM
They don't
lead
talk about
man
him
Michael
much
Stipe.
anymore.
There have been reports that he has been on numerous rallies and marches over the past year, but he really became visible in the gay community with American Idol winner Clay Aiken, of who there were rumors that the two were dating. Asher
my
Roth
God.
will stand as the first major hip-hop artist to ever admit that he is gay. According to Loud Executive Vice President DJ Vlad, however, the news is only allegations being thrown out, and he is not gay and will not appear on E! Vlad was correct. Reports have stated that he is currently residing in a, quote, gay section of New York.
What?
Roth officially declared his sexual preference in a novel that was created by Terrence Dean, who formerly is an MTV executive. In the book titled Hiding in Hip Hop, Confession of a Down Low Brother in the Entertainment Industry, there were no actual names mentioned, as to who in the rap industry was gay, but Roth decided to reveal the news to the world on his own. Dean was actually happy that the rapper was able to step up to the plate and admit that he was one of the gay rappers, as he preferred him coming out openly, as opposed to Dean having to reveal the names that he spoke of in the novel. The world can only wait to see if the other alleged unnamed gay rappers stand up to confirm their lifestyle or continue to remain nameless. Dropping his debut album Asleep in the Bread Aisle, rumors stated that he was dropped from SRC Records and is now in process of shopping for another label deal to release his sophomore album.
Okay, first
None of
all,
that was true.
I'm going to let you know two things, okay? One, I'm not an all-city chess club. I never was. I don't know what that's about. Two, yes, I was asleep, but it wasn't the bread aisle. It was the meat aisle.
No, would you like to read Asher Roth's statement?
What year was this?
As far as when the rumors broke, Rap Radar, he issued a statement regarding whether he was the gay
I didn't
rapper.
know this was this big. He issued a statement?
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay,
It's
let's
coming
see.
out statement. All right.
Rap Radar. I haven't been on this site in Jesus, God knows how long. Wow, here you go. I hate to disappoint and take away the entertainment of it all, but I am straight, not gay. It's disheartening to know such, quote, news on someone's personal life can be portrayed as fact with no viable source. This, to me, is an opportunity to expose our vulnerability to lies and manipulation through unprofessional and irresponsible news outlets in which people consider truth. Further, someone's sexual orientation should never be big news, as it delivers a troubling message to children that they can't be themselves without fear of judgment. That's right, Asher. Race, creed, and sexual persuasion should not just be tolerated, but understood and accepted. It's extremely disappointing that this topic would be used with the intention of being hurtful. We are near 2010. 2010. Yet race, sex, and religion still play a major role in a hate-driven society. For the love of the future and humanity, let's wake up. And then whoever posted this posted the Lawrence Fishburne in School Days. Wake up! Yeah. So
Oh my God.
imagining Elliot Wilson doing this. Oh, it was B. Dot that did this. Okay.
This is like
Anyway.
similar when like not Flower Boy. When Tyler drops what's it called 911 and what was it?
Oh yeah, what was
No, I
that
think
duo song? What's
911 and no wait, don't wait. Oh, I'm not rap. 911 and Mr. Lonely.
Somebody call 911.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like he said one line like where I've been kissing white boys since 2004, and then people were saying, "Oh my God, is he gay?" Like, I'm trying to find the article. I think it's from.
I remember that.
Oh, I found
I
it.
remember being like, "Oh, great, more."
It's like, why do we care about this?
It's just
Like, I know he said like the homophobic effort a lot, but like, is it really like a big deal now? Like, because they're trying. It's because the way how he wrote it's like, oh, we don't want him to be part of the gay community. And it's like,
I get why Jesse would feel the way that he does, because his career would be over if he wasn't gay.
Well, that's getting into the
we'll save that for Flower Boy.
well, it's getting into the gay
No rappers really
publicity
use
boost.
the F word for gay people anymore. I mean, we know Rock Marciano has a streak of using it once per album.
I mean, Kendrick said it was once or like a few times.
times.
That one song.
Redacted. I don't know better. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was like that, but like nobody used it like as an insult because like Tyler only used like redacted as like someone saying who's like someone stupid, but not
Well,
like
the
actual like
tra-
hatred.
Quote traditional sense in hip hop.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But I mean,
Would they have gotten him out of here if he was just being Eminem? Does Eminem still use it?
I hope not.
not that. No, I don't believe so. He don't want that smoke, and who can blame him? Okay. Yeah, I mean, look.
I think we noted on Encore he didn't use it at all.
Yeah.
Did he?
He was,
Oh, he didn't.
He was done with that.
Eminem Show is the grand opening, grand closing for the F slur.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, not grand opening, I guess, just grand closing.
Yeah.
Right. The opening was when he first picked up a microphone. The beginning of the days of sound, if you will. But yeah, I mean, we got some audio here, right? Something like that.
We do have some audio.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, Mel, did you check out Infinity Pool?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we got audio.
Okay.
I just wanted to give Maldo a potential, tangent.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I can talk. Well, what do you guys want me to talk about? Like, because I said I was going to talk about, like, the ban of UK, his response to the backlash of this album, or what do you guys want me to talk about exactly?
Well, we were going to give you an off-topic tangent, since you're a Part 1 fan and all. I was telling you before you came on, we were potentially going to rib you and have you sit in for Megaran?
No,
What's going on?
that doesn't sound like food. That sounds like fabric of some sort.
Oh,
Some
that's
kind of fabric situation.
That's my cat, hon.
Ah. Okay.
I tell you, the cats love the recording style.
Yeah. I have
Yeah,
four
since
cats.
you're a big Part 1 mark, we were gonna rib you, and instead of having you come on for a song, we were just gonna make you sit in on Part 1.
Just Part 1. It's like you guys like at a table and just hear like, all right, yeah.
The
Join the
first
conversation.
guest in the info section.
Info
the
section,
info
Rab
section is part
Express,
2 now,
This Week in
right?
Moulz Mel.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, the info, the background info is Part 2.
Oh, I would have talked more about the info about like how essentially like I'll talk about this about like how Odd Future broke up. If you guys don't mind.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't mind, but I want to know one thing from you first.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're not through with the review yet, so we
Oh,
don't know.
Okay.
I have to ask you, as an Odd Future fan, were you disappointed by this album? You found it personally disappointing, or you just observed the disappointment?
In 2015, I'm going to say about there were 13 songs. I think I liked like 8 songs, right?
Okay.
So 8 out of 13. Now I would say, I actually have my ratings. So I like 10 out of 13 songs from this album. So I wouldn't say I'm not disappointed with this album. Maybe like a little bit in 2015, but now like not so much.
Okay. But do you get why the fans were, like your fellow cult members?
Oh, yeah. Mainly it was because like how like the, obviously Tyler like shifting his music from like, like orchestra, like a more orchestratic type of feeling, adding more jazz, more rock elements. And I understand like that, but like the thing I don't understand is like how what people had problem with was like the sequencing, right? Because if you go to like, was it track 4, Find Your Wings, right? Or is that track 5? No, yeah, track 5 is Find Your Wings.
Run.
Yeah, my bad. Track 5 is Find Your Wings, right? You got like the smooth jazz, like because the whole theme up of this album is Find Your Wings, right? Because you hear that phrase like throughout the entire album. And then the next song, which is Cherry Bomb, the title track, which is like this loud, distorted, some like song that's supposed to be used for like mosh pits. And it's like, okay, he's not like, either he's trying to like purposely like sequence him, like he goes from like, go from like 0 to 100 real quick, or he's just like not really giving a shit about the sequencing. But I think a lot of people
latter. I mean, the former, honestly, like the whole point of this album to me is it's a Tyler album like the last 2, but he's kind of doing some experimental mixing, especially, but some of it reminds me of, Yeezus a little bit with the industrial elements in that mixing, in the approach of giving you this sort of cacophony of different sounds throughout the album. And, obviously this isn't industrial rap, but
Yeah.
he definitely took some cues, at least from like the rawness of that album and the aggressiveness of that album.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think, and there was one thing about like how like he obviously tried doing different things, and obviously like trying to put them all together is like, most of your fans are not going to like it, because you're going to have some fans like, oh, I like the jazz songs, or like people's like, oh, I like the actual hip hop songs, like this song, Smuckers or Buffalo. But if you have them like, for me, this really isn't like a Tyler Creator album, but more like a playlist, right? We have all like different like all like there are different elements of like albums, like even like, do you know how like in Igor he like does this thing where he high pitches his voice? Right?
I've only heard that album once in full.
Yeah,
I know what you're referring to.
I know what you're talking about, though. Yeah,
yeah. It's not like you can like. There's some songs I'm trying to remember, like
twice actually, but
yeah. I mean, listen, Igor to me sounds more across the board experimental than this album. This album just feels like a Tyler album with, weird mixing, if anything.
Blown out mixing.
Yeah,
actually,
that was
good
one
point,
thing.
because this song, Smuckers, is like one of the few songs on here that isn't mixed that way.
No, but if my theory holds true, he still ditched the pop filter to give it some rawness to it.
Yeah. I've never noticed that. The plosives in the verse. But
yeah, I would say like a lot of like the songs were, what's the word? I'm trying to remember what's the word. Like there's some points like where like a lot of the songs like you can barely hear his voice, but you only can hear it because like there's so many things happening in the song. Like with Pilot, when I first heard Pilot, I could not hear shit. Right?
Mel, bring in DJ Khaled.
yeah, that's fitting. Yeah, that's his one of his rivals based on the drop I'm about to bring in. Okay. He might have been talking. I mean, I know this was about. Was this Igor? I think it was Igor when he
it was
put
Igor.
out that video.
I think I know what you talked about. Yeah.
Yeah, but this actually applies to Cherry Bomb with these mixes. Okay, listen. He was telling Tyler.
It's called albums that you actually hear the songs, not no mysterious shit.
Okay. Yeah. This was mysterious, but surprisingly, and I was going to talk about. I mean, I'll talk about it throughout the rest of the album. Surprisingly, his like core fan base took it as mysterious shit, and I'm like, he's always been boisterous and like aggressive, in his music. Like, now, granted, I come from a cult of my own, the Hamilton cult, and those mixes were
I'm about to send you something. Actually,
we heard the Hamilton beats before,
right?
No, this ain't no Hamilton. What I'm about to send you. But
I didn't mind the mixes here. I respect where he was going with that. I remember him talking about, I wanted it to have that rawness, like that, music I came up with and I appreciated, and that it's about feeling rather than it being pristine. And I felt him on that. And I do feel the feeling in these mixes,
Check your email.
Let me see. I still got Clay pulled up.
Don Will from Tanya Morgan put out a project with a producer named Suburb, who's known for very genre bending and experimental productions and mixes and whatnot.
Oh.
And he's an acquired taste, he put out this album and I listened to it and I just didn't get it. Like, I didn't get the bad mixing of it all. And I saw him that night. I was out somewhere at some event, and I saw him there. And I told him, the new album is dope, but the mixing sounds off. And he was like, nah, that's the point, man. Like, live with it a little bit and, get back to me. And like
so
here's the thing, like Charles aside, because we've talked about it, like I don't even consider that music in a weird way. I don't love a bad mix, an intentional bad mix for like artistic effect. It's never really done it for me.
No, well, that's
I can
where
deal
we
with
differ.
a bad mix in terms of like, it's all we've got. It's the best they could do, but this isn't that. This is intentionally a degraded quality of a mix for artistic purposes, basically.
I mean, it depends on the song, because like if it's like, I would say it has to fit the energy. Like if it's like very like high energy, then yeah, maybe a bad mixing might do well. But let's say it's a very like somber song, it might not work at all. It depends like on the mood of the song, or like the message of the song, essentially.
I have more of an issue with unintentionally bad mixes than I do with intentionally
bad ones.
Yeah, much more of an issue, because
I
when
mean,
I hear what
my
a song
issue
could
with
be,
intentional
the potential
ones
in it,
is why did you make your song intentionally sound like it's poorly mixed?
well, you know, that's the thing where it's like, it's a creative choice. I may not like it, I may like it, but I respect that, you know, their creativity extends to even the mixing. Because a lot of times a mix has no character. It's clean, but it's lifeless, you know, and that's the worst, you know.
Maldo, are you playing Minecraft or something?
What?
Who, Maldo?
I'm hearing a
No,
lot
I'm
of
just
clicking.
I'm just getting a message from my work. Let's not.
Listen,
At
we
fucking
know about
11,
work.
mind you.
What am I thinking? Not Minecraft, Minesweeper. But
Minesweeper, nah.
you want to play this song I sent you, Mel? This is like a record to me that I like, but I would like better with a cleaner mix.
All right, let's see what's
And they intentionally went to make a muddy mix. We're over 10 years since I've heard this project. It ain't getting better to me with time, you know?
All right, well, this is Fly Me, track 6 on this project.
I gets busy and think keep putting work in. You try to apply but didn't get the position. Ditch the pot to visit for the one that better bitchin'. Just understand we listen, we make our own pensions. It's the chairman of the board. Suburb. And the team is legendary, so you know it's superb. Y'all sprawled out zoning, I'm appalled. Y'all don't know I'm off the wall. Niggas going, y'all some chiropractors holding back catalog. No, in fact, catalog showing that I'm involved, so it got kinda bogged under stats, but it's back now. And as long as I'm in town with downtime, I'm jotting down.
Nah, I respect it. That's good shit.
Yeah, I thought that was a Charles Hamilton.
I don't like a mix like that. Like, it's hard to hear the vocals that way. You know, if you're not listening in headphones, it's very hard to hear it, actually, if you have some good speakers.
It sounds like something that...
And it's all being done intentionally. Mm-hmm. There's a version without all of that, you know, effect on it, where, you know, they're intentionally degrading the quality of the music for, you know, quote unquote artistic value. It's not adding any artistic value. It's just to me, sometimes people over noodle for the sake of doing it.
I rock with it.
Yeah, I like it.
But there are, like, I would say on this very album, like the title track, it didn't work for me there, but it totally works for me on Death Camp. You know, so it's like Maldo said, it kind of depends on the song.
I don't even look at Death Camp as one of the records on here where he's really trying to challenge you with the mixing.
Oh, maybe you don't, because it fits the record. You know,
I mean, like Death Camp's like one of the cleanest songs on this.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
because like he has like an actual.
I have no issues with Death Camp whatsoever. It's one of my favorite tracks on here.
Oh.
Well, same. I mean, we're at the point in the review now where it's just I gave it a A-. So.
Shit. Wait,
Yeah.
that
Megaran is back, folks.
Nah, this is I'm trying to do a flip of Megaran. I can't think of anything. But yeah, what's this stuff you sent me? Who's this Gabrielle Ducros? Is this a sample? You sent it to me.
Wait, is that the sample? Oh, wait.
Gabrielle Ducros.
That's what it says. Contributing artist Gabrielle Ducros.
I don't know. I thought it was
probably
Freedom
Ducroix
Power
or something. Well, I see that on the artwork. Maybe that's the name of the album.
No, I think that's the name
Ducros.
of
the... Is that the sample?
Power?
I thought Freedom Power is the name of the group.
No, I mean, it says album Freedom Power, song Metropolis Note.
Who is this?
Gabrielle.
Oh, that's
Ducros
a sample for the second half,
artists.
right?
Yeah, I guess so. So.
Right.
Oh yeah, okay, got it. So it's a various artist compilation called Freedom Power.
Yeah.
I suppose this is Gabrielle Ducros.
All right, here it is. This is that shit the Tower apparently listens to in his bedroom. He's just laying on the ground and
that
God, the cool
sounds good
probably
though.
Jacking off.
Oh, we know about you, Mel.
We know plenty about me, but we also know about Tyler.
Yeah, you've never jacked off, Mel.
Not to know Gabrielle Ducros.
Yeah.
No, we know what you jack off to. Celine Dion and the fucking Maroon 5 Ali Shaheed Muhammad remix.
No, that remix is a 10 for the record, and I've never touched me to Celine Dion. If you must know, most recently, it was Alexis Texas, Clara Trinity, and Alex Tanner. So, there you go.
In the same film or three different films?
Three different films. I don't do those like Neapolitan film, like multiple... Yeah. Who watches whole films anymore with like multiple scenes?
Well, here's what I'll say.
Right here, buddy.
If I happen to see two, if I happen to see two or more of my favorite stars in the same scene, I'm gonna be like, oh, two of my faves collabing. I gotta see what they might do.
For me, it honestly depends. Like if it's, I would rather watch have their own different scenes, right? But if we have one scene together, I think I'll watch that. But obviously I don't go to watch all the scenes in order. I'll skip one scene and only watch that one scene, right? But it depends on the film. Because I know I'm trying to think of a good site to because I know one site that the Smart Ranking coming soon, right?
Well, let's not get carried away. That has not been confirmed. We know Jesse paid you to come and say that.
No, he didn't.
And now he's damn playing Minesweeper again, trying to get out of this.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. It's a sample on the back half. That jazz fusion.
Jazzy Wazzy.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That jazzy wazzy, okay?
You ain't jazzy, Mel?
I'm jazzy, just not Metropolis Note or whatever.
It's Notte.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Notte.
Note. Sounds horrible.
It was, it sounded like a flat 6. That's what it sounded like, okay? All right. Best of love to Gabrielle Ducros, though. So, yeah.
At least it ain't that damn Cortex sample.
Or anything, but.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to review Bastard. That will.
What's next, Mel?
Yeah,
Bastard or Goblin? Give them all to a little spoiler set.
Oh shit. I don't know. Where is this?
Now we know Doris is next. Doris is the next Odd Future album we're actually covering.
Oh yeah. Who was it? Sean 316. Wanted that.
No, Bastard is next, apparently. Yeah.
Oh, Basto is next.
Yeah.
Well, since that was a
year from now. Yeah.
That's got to be on Patreon a year from now.
Damn.
Yep. Season 16.
I can wait. I was willing to wait for season 29.
Yeah.
Or what was the
original reviews you want? Okay.
Yeah.
We're even thinking about maybe, one day when things settle down, bringing the Nazi to Patreon only.
Oh, brother.
I would say leave the Nazi out for now.
Because
he didn't say like, he just said, I don't hate them. Like that could mean like, there were 2, now there are 3.
He's a fucker. We know.
We don't accept that apology, okay? That's bullshit. But I'm just saying, we have a mission statement in mind. We're trying to get every album, but we're trying to keep the trolls out.
I mean, Rap Express? I don't know.
No, he's not getting Rap Express. Come on.
Yeah, I feel like the real, actual, delusional Kanye
he's a titan in his field, okay? You gotta be crazy. I'd rather not do him than do Rap Express for him.
Okay.
I also don't like doing reviews of his music. I don't know if you know that or not.
Yeah.
He's my least favorite artist of all time to review, and this is before the anti-Semitic shit.
Mel
and
yeah.
I would always we would complain about having to relitigate all of the Kanye shit and talk about the most tired subject in rap, basically.
That was the thing I really got confused with Yeezus, was that because you guys like, we don't like Kanye, blah blah blah, and he's like a 9 out of 10 for Yeezus. Like, damn.
Yeah, Yeezus is.
And that's I would say that a lot of people will actually hold grudges against artists and review their music poorly. I'm not gonna say who, but somebody on TikTok would review what was it? Cardi B and just give her all negative scores or bad scores just because he doesn't like her.
Oh, okay.
And then but with Kanye, it's I think he tried doing the same thing where he's college because of recent events college dropout is a 0. It's what? Because I understand you don't like him because of the anti-Semitism. Maybe you are too yourself, but a 0, no songs.
I'd rather
no songs you don't like.
I'd rather just not even touch the shit if that's how I'm going to approach it. You know what I mean?
I don't blame you.
Yeah, nah. The music is the music, but when it gets to this point, you just don't talk about the music because it's yeah. And if it somehow the situation changes where it dies down and you can talk about the music objectively again, then we'll do it. But right now,
and for the record, we've reviewed tracks Kanye has featured on and produced since all of that.
Oh yeah.
You can't avoid that.
Yeah. I'm surprised you. Yeah,
If I like something, I'm going to say I like it. In this case, I don't like Kanye on here, and to be honest with you, I don't really like much Kanye at all after Yeezus.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't blame you. What was Do you guys know that YouTube channel like that does like death counts of horror movies?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, so he said that he was never gonna do Jeepers Creepers movies, mainly because of like the director. We know about him.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and he said like, oh, he will do it once like the director actually dies. So maybe wait till Kanye dies. Like, okay, we can review his music.
I don't think it's going to take something that drastic, but we need things to cool down on both sides.
Okay.
Yeah, brother. Well,
And it would still, be Patreon exclusive at this point because
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad actors now out there who are just looking to harass people. So, I don't want to be subjected to that kind of stuff, but I want to do my show. I want to
That's the thing. It's your
audience
show.
what they want to hear about.
You do you. Don't follow anyone else's advice. Like, if you don't like an album, just say you don't like the album. If you like an album that everyone else doesn't like, say you like the album.
Trust me, dude. We're
12 seasons deep of doing exactly that. So.
We're not going to change our approach at this point. It is what it is.
Yeah.
People could like it because they're going to get, at the very least, even if they disagree, enough conjecture to justify it, or they can ignore it. But we know what happens when they ignore it. They come back. That's what happened with Maldo.
What happened with cigarettes?
He heard the Wolf review. He heard something that he didn't like about his favorite artist, and he bailed, only to come back and go deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole. Okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, has there ever been like somebody who like maybe we shouldn't talk about that. Like it's like somebody who was listening and just like, fuck you guys said something bad about my artist, I'm not listening to you guys again.
If they feel that way, they haven't shown their face. So
I mean, I know when we've done first listens, especially, and those tend to skew negative sometimes, we might have gotten someone who heard the show for the first time and just decided, no, I'm not listening to these guys anymore. But nobody has been a listener and then decided they're not going to be anymore because they didn't get their way on a review, essentially. Yeah. And I think it's because if you actually listen to the show and you hear, Mel's spiel, it's that, these are not objective opinions. We're just giving our points of view on how we feel about it and how much we enjoyed it, not value, putting a number on something and saying this is how good it is.
Yeah, it's your opinion.
How good it is to me is how much I enjoy it, essentially.
Yeah.
But, not trying to be the definitive statement and say, okay, this is it. Like, no more conjecture at this point. Now, I will say, when it comes to doing album reviews, I feel like once we touch an album, it's going to be hard for a reviewer to find a new angle on that album because we've been discussing it for hours and hours and hours on end. If you got anything else to add at that point, I would be impressed. But no, I don't think anybody has gotten angry at us to the point where they stop listening to the show. And I think that's, just because we've never tried to pass anything off as anything like authoritative. We're just giving our opinions.
Yeah. Honestly, I was going to say, when you guys got Von P and what's the other guys?
The other guys, yeah.
Yeah, the other guys. And I was I was listening to a review and it's like, wait, these guys actually got the artist for an interview for their album. And then got top 5? Top 6?
Yeah, I think it's very high on the board.
At first, I was like, oh, these guys are marks. But then I listened to the album, I was like, oh, this is actually really good. And I've heard of Von P before, but I never really got into his music. Now, I'm starting to listen to his music, Essentially, you guys made me into a fan.
Well, that's
that's what we do this for. I mean, when we would, highlight an artist that potentially a lot of our listeners wouldn't know off top, the reason we would do something like that, number one, is because we already know we like this album.
Yeah.
I would have an artist come on for any album review, even a negative one, if they were actually willing to sit in on it. But in this case, we knew that was an album that we enjoyed. We both really liked it that year. We wanted to do a review of it. And it just felt like, that theme that we had for season 8 was a good time to slot it in there. I didn't know legitimately, though, if because Mel hadn't heard Doggy Style until we actually got up to that review. So I didn't know if Von P and the other guys were going to win that season or not. I just knew it was going to score highly in general because, when that album came out, Mel and I were both pretty high on it. And, in the years that ensued, I continued to listen to it. So I figured, we would do a review of that, hope to put people on to something.
Yeah.
And occasionally we get the opportunity to do that and put in an album that maybe not as many people have heard. And try to get our audience put onto some quality music out there from people that really deserve the exposure.
Oh yeah, like Rock Marciano. I never heard Rock. I actually never heard of Rock Marciano before until I've heard your podcast.
Wow, hearing of Von P but not Rock Marciano is actually that's surprising to hear.
Yeah, because it's weird because whenever I hear about artists, I now I forgot who said it, but someone's Rock Marciano's the underground goat, well, who's still alive. Is he? Because who does he usually collaborate with? Sorry. Besides, because I know he made
Rock
the album. I know he recently made the album of The Alchemist. He
collaborates with this artist Ka. He collaborates with Action Bronson.
Oh yeah.
And Willie the Kid and Griselda, Stove God Cooks, AG, Cool Keith, a lot of people, he's often credited for, the kind of street-oriented, drumless underground rap that's dominated the rap underground now for a decade plus at this point. But, every movement has its time. I don't know how much longer what's in vogue now and over the last couple years continues, but certainly stuck around long enough and was, I guess, an alternative to a lot of, 808 heavy production at the time, to counterbalance that and be a viable alternative for people. I think it'll be remembered in history just because of the number of years at this point that it's gone on and the number of artists that have, kind of grown as branches from that tree. So yeah, he's had his fair share of collabs with, we did that Busta Rhymes album on Rab Express and he was an original member of Flip Mode Squad.
Yeah. For a while, I thought Busta Rhymes was part of a Tribe Called Quest because he collaborated with him so much. I thought he's got to be a member of them, right? But I recently found out that he wasn't.
Yeah, almost kind of like extended family, like what Redman is to Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah.
Well, we got this clip here from the Cherry Bomb documentary as well. This making of SMUCKERS.
Oh, we gotta hear from the man. Okay,
we gotta hear from Smucko, the creator himself.
Yep.
Okay. Let's hear him suck himself off. Here we go.
This is happening. It was a 2-week span when everything I had planned for this album just started coming together. It was beautiful.
They say I'm nutty, I'm picking basket, short of a sandwich and peanut butter.
Hold up. Let's just on that. And the Lexus pull up, like what? Nah, what's up? Is that back? Nigga, you suck. I'm stop it. I gotta figure that shit out, nigga.
I see you trying to figure it out.
Hey, punch it.
Let's go.
10 years down the line, niggas is gonna be like SMUCKERS is legendary. That one's for the books for sure. Yeah, finally just working with those two dudes was just crazy. I remember playing it for Travis and Lionel, and we was like, oh shit, like I really got these two niggas on a song.
Fucking fire.
And I knew specifically I wanted Wayne's tone of voice on there.
He texted me, he was just like, man, I got this joint. He's like a perfectionist, so he's one of those guys that he know exactly what he wants from you. He might fuck around and write your verse for you.
So I told him I want him over, and he was like, all right, cool. I sent him my parts with his parts out, and then he just laid his shit down, and it was great by then. Yeah. Went to Ye House, played it for him. He was like, cool. Wayne sent me his shit the day after I played it. I went back the day after Wayne sent it and played it for Ye again. And he heard me and Wayne verse, and he was like, ripped his paper out of his notebook, bought it up, and started and it was ideas on there. And he was like, y'all niggas really about to make me rap and go in. Like, I ain't had niggas making me want to do that in so long.
First of all, Tyler changed the game. Maybe I probably had a line that I knew I wouldn't say because people might think it was too gross to put in the rap. It didn't go with the vibe of the song. But I think about, man, Tyler say this shit. Also, he really be spitting, though. If niggas not listening to him and only hearing him, they need to do the other. They need to listen. Because, hearing and listening is two different things.
Push you, like, nigga, work with your hands. Like, it keeps you earnest. It's like, you see the lines on your record in my hands right here.
Yeah, when you showed me that, I was just like, oh,
but I'm glad you put that battery in my back, man. When you said that line, man, I was like, but that's one of your jobs in hip hop. I don't think it would have been a Yeezus if it wasn't for you. I don't think it would have been like this verse right here if it wasn't for you. It's like, or the shit that Wayne just did. Because it's certain niggas that push you different directions. Like,
work hard. Be somebody. Be something more than what you see in the mirror. Let the world be your mirror. Don't let them judge you. Because the mirror can't judge you. You judge what you see in the mirror.
2, 3, 4. Before you're born, watch Freaks again.
I remember in like 2011, around when Yonkers first dropped.
Money ain't my motive.
I went to lunch with my mom at Roscoe's, and she was just like, she was talking about like trying to find another job or something. And I remember telling her, I was like, you don't ever have to worry about nothing else again, like ever. We don't got to worry about Section 8 or nothing. Like, I recorded SMUCKERS, like, this was like in March 2014, legit like a year ago. Just saying that line and just being at my house with the cars I had and just everything, like, just how far I've gotten. And I was like, yo, I kept that promise. I thought that was the coolest shit ever. Like,
I'm sorry. My favorite part of that whole thing is when they're doing one of his classic, like, pseudo philosophical run on thoughts.
Work hard.
Work hard.
The mirror can't judge you.
Be more than what you see in the mirror. But then it's like, let the world be a mirror. And don't judge the mirror. Don't let them judge, because I'm like, I love this guy.
Meanwhile, Kanye's being a mark. He's like, oh, I haven't had to rap like this in a long time, man. Wayne's just like, work hard.
Kanye just does things to keep people close to him. Like,
wait,
he probably left.
Oh no. I just unlocked something.
Okay.
Is Wayne just masculine Kamala Harris?
No.
What?
We did it, Joe.
Oh, bro. Okay. All right.
He said like he looked like. I don't see it.
No, the tone.
Kamala Harris, I don't think she's... No, hers is a little more slurred. She's a little more buttery. She's like Billy D. Williams.
If we got her on, like, growth hormones and, like, testosterone, do you think we could get old Wayne back?
I don't want old Wayne by way of Kamala Harris. That is the furthest.
So you don't want drought 4? You don't want to win the election?
Oh, brother. What election? I ain't got no horse in none of these races. All these niggas suck, okay? Yeah, look.
Mel does not want to get disinvited from this fucking MAGA dinner. It's unbelievable.
That's Jesse that doesn't want. I don't go to no MAGA dinners, okay? See, you just made me think of something. I'm gonna get emotional. I can't do this. I have nothing else to add personally.
Mel's thinking about the American flag and Betsy Ross sewing it.
No, I'm not thinking about that. I'm thinking about something else. But
think about that smut.
No, it ain't even smut. It's definitely related to a woman though. So.
Oh, okay.
So this ain't that.
You think Betsy Ross was sitting on some fire?
I'm not thinking about fucking Betsy Ross, okay?
Rose.
No. No. All they have is paintings of her. They ain't have cameras back then. She look alright. I mean, I'm not trying to fuck Betsy Ross. There are different depictions of her. Some of these she don't look alright, and other ones she do.
Well, beauty's in the eye of the beholder, you know? Let's see.
Oh, brother. Alright. No, we don't need to go.
American upholsterer. This one in the yellow I like. You see this one?
Well, yeah, that's the one but then
I'm liking this yellow.
What are you guys looking at? Let me see.
Betsy Ross.
Okay.
Betsy Ross.
Yeah. Some of them, they really, they're not really, they're like, kind of what you see in school style.
I have nothing else to add to Smuckers or Betsy Ross or America or anything of that sort.
I like Smuckers as a jelly.
No, I actually got a squeeze bottle of it right here.
I don't like that squeeze. I like the one.
You like to go into the jar?
Yeah.
I like a good squeeze. You just get a little stripe of jelly on there.
Do you know? I can't remember. I'm not sure if it was Smuckers or another company. It's like where they had like a jar. And it was like in 16th, like one portion or like one pie was like butter, one pie was like jelly. Go back and forth.
Yeah.
I hated those.
I don't know. I'm not touching that. Okay.
I know. It's like,
and having 50% peanut butter and 50% jelly is giving you too much jelly.
It's crazy.
You know how I feel. Jelly, jam, it's all bad. Okay. Peanut butter's good, but don't make me no damn peanut butter and jelly. Okay.
Jelly. All right.
Now you're aware that that's a very, off the beaten path sort of viewpoint, Mel, right?
I've been aware, and my opinion has not changed about that or towards the people who find that to be controversial. You know what I have to say.
A lot of criticism of you. Fuck them. Okay, well, this is...
Yeah.
Okay.
Maldo, is there anything else that you'd like to add? Moulz, is there anything else you'd like to add?
You guys ever had a fluff nutter or fluffer nutter before?
Fluffer nutter. Yeah, I've had.
You know what? You know what those are?
It's marshmallow fluff and peanut butter.
Yeah, I hated those as a kid.
I'm not a big fan myself. Marshmallow can get very nauseating very quickly. I don't know about putting it in a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean it's good for s'mores, but like eating it like a whole like sandwich size of it.
I gotta tell you, s'mores are not good.
Like they're good like once in summer.
What, we camping?
Yeah, we're camping. But a campfire.
Oh, well, if we're camping, then yeah, maybe. But here's the thing about these s'mores. You got the chocolate. It's dripping all over the place. You got the marshmallow. It's dripping all over the place. And all that's keeping it together are these 2 graham crackers, which, let's be honest, the second you bite into the graham cracker, it's over. Okay? That thing is falling apart.
Damn. Moulz never heard of a napkin before?
Yeah, you know, Moulz has heard of a napkin, but I gotta ask, you know, how come when I eat other dessert foods, I don't need a fucking napkin like that, like the way I need one with a damn s'more, you know?
Skill issue. I don't know what to tell you.
Sorry?
Skill issue. Oh, you never... Oh.
Skill issue?
You never...
I mean, Mel, can you chime in?
The age gap is starting to show.
The age gap? Yeah, I would be more experienced with s'mores than you are.
Yeah. No, like the term skill issue. You never heard of that? No,
I don't know. I mean, it sounds like a gamer thing for sure. What's going on?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. I'm familiar with Get Good. Okay, that was
Oh, nobody uses that anymore.
Oh, fuck. Oh, now I'm sad. Now I'm really sad. Because
Mel and all his Gamergate cronies have been exiled.
Ain't no Gamergate chronos, okay?
Wait, I remember. Moulz, do you remember how there was like, you were talking, there's a streamer that said like, Booba is cringe?
Yeah, Booba is cringe. Yeah, the guy who's apologizing. Say, I never post Booba. Booba is cringe. And he's crying.
So Booba is an emote in Twitch where it's supposed to like, you're supposed to look at a woman's boobs.
Okay.
And like I liked it in the chat if you want to look at it.
Alright, we're taking a look at Booba.
Is this segment youthing around with Maldo?
Yeah.
Booba Twitch. Oh, okay. So when you see boobs, you put this frog whose eyes pop out of his head.
Yeah. And then there's Kaka, which is when you see a man that you like.
Oh, God. Alright.
He's just looking at his dick.
The kids
Booba
are not
the
alright.
The Kaka. Oh, I see.
They're not alright. They're warped, and it's our fault. Really.
I'd say the new generation is... Hold on. So I'm trying to think. Moulz is 35, and Mel is 29 for 2 more days.
Well, actually, Maldo, by the time they're hearing this, I'm actually 36.
Oh.
My birthday is going to be on Tuesday, so by the time they hear this...
Oh, wait, that reminds me. Hold on. Wait, Mel, happy birthday to your dad. I forgot.
Thank you. I'll let him know.
We're coming up on some birthdays here. We got Mel's birthday coming up. We got my dad's. We got my cat's. We got me.
Oh, yeah. You know what I found out recently? That me and Cam is like, you know, the father, have the same birthdays. June 11th. Yeah.
Geminos?
Geminis,
I didn't know Gemini. Wait, no, that is June.
We're Geminis.
No. Gemini.
Me and Cam.
All right, well, listen, both of you need to continue putting on for your sign, because that sign, very suspicious. Can't be trusted. You two are good, man. You're changing the narrative. But, you know, the Kanyes of the world, you know, there's another person I could mention, but I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Same, but I'm not trying to get in trouble.
Oh,
here.
I think I know who you're talking about. I won't say it either.
See?
I mean, if you know who I'm talking about, you're a super fan.
Type it in the chat just to make sure.
Wow.
in the chat style.
In the chat style.
Let me see that.
What a moment.
Oh, no. I thought it was someone else.
I was about to say, no, Maldo's Nardwar.
I honestly think, Mel, based on that, because it's same for me, it must be something with that combination, you know?
Yeah.
In that context.
Yes. It's not something.
Talk around his style, you know?
Wait,
I know some great Geminis. I know Maldo. Cam is like Songa Chang, you know?
And they've held it down for long enough for me to know they ain't like the ones that we're referring to.
Yeah, no.
It could be a you know what I'm alluding to style.
Wait, isn't Drake a Scorpio? Ain't Scorpio like the worst or something? I don't know.
No,
think that's.
I once put out a project in my dark years called "I Hate Scorpios," but that was misplaced aggression.
I don't think any of them are bad. They're all great, right, folks?
Yeah.
They all got something to contribute.
Yeah.
Do that. Birth sign rankings. What's like the top one? Like, what's the one that everybody
Well, it would
likes?
be Aries, but you know.
Oh yeah.
Moulz and Mel both being Aries, of course, would have to rank that the highest. You know, it'd be in the golden sign club.
Do you guys believe that stuff? Like, you have to you can't date anybody of
No.
if they're this sign. Okay.
No, I don't pay attention to that at all.
No, because it's very confusing.
I have one major rule, honestly.
What's that?
You can't have the name of my mom or my stepmom.
Okay.
Facts. Big facts.
My uncle dated 2 girls back to back, or not back to back, but first one and second one. They both had the same first name.
I don't think I could handle that either. Okay.
Yeah. I personally, I wouldn't date anyone that was my last girlfriend that had the same first name as my last girlfriend. I was like, it's kind of weird because bring back memories.
Back to back, probably not either. But in general, maybe. I mean, names are names, you know?
Yeah.
Back to back might look crazy, I have to admit.
I wouldn't do that. What else? Jeez. Anything?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Is there anything that you would like to plug that you've got going on in your life? Anything you want to?
You could always just plug the McDonald's truck stop if you want.
Yeah, there's no McDonald's. Listen, let me find the address. Where is it? The we can meet Ronald McDonald. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the Ronald McDonald.
Yeah. So I kind of spread some misinformation. It's not in Boston, but it's close to Boston. It's in let me look for it. It's in Framingham. I can give you the actual address. Oh yeah, I have it right here.
Framingham.
Framingham. Yeah. Wait, never
That's
heard
what
about
they
that?
frame over there.
I guess there's a lot of towns in Massachusetts ending with ham. There's what's it called?
Oh, I guess this is
Framingham.
Jersey. I'm thinking of. You know about that pork? That pork sandwich. What is it called?
Potbelly?
No. It's 6 slices of fried pork with cheese. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's called a pork roll. I think it's a
No.
New Jersey thing, though, not a Massachusetts thing.
No.
Hey, what about bar pies? You like bar pies, Maldo? Good,
Bar
like a New
pies.
Haven style pizza?
Never had bar pies before.
What are you doing? You're in the hotbed of it.
I don't know.
Like a good
I've had
pizza?
No, I never. I gotta try these things.
It's a bar style pizza. It's a New
Bar-style
Haven
pizza.
staple, you know? I mean, Connecticut and Boston is the best. It's the best you can get.
Is this what I think it is? Oh, I don't think I had that before. No, might try that. Have you ever had a
Bar-style
Irish
pizza.
coffee?
Irish coffee. What is that? Alcohol?
It's like alcohol with coffee.
Yeah, I think I've had it. I don't listen. I'm not one for alcohol. Okay.
Oh, okay. It's like a cocktail. It's like we're supposed to have after work, after clocking out. You know.
I drink alcohol at theme parks. I feel like that's where I like to be on alcohol, but most of that I don't like drinking alcohol.
Okay. Yeah. I don't blame you.
I smoke some weed, you know.
Oh yeah.
You don't like weed?
You do. I haven't smoked weed since Thanksgiving 2019.
Okay, pre-pandemic style.
Yeah, never.
Did you get COVID, Maldo?
Once, and
I never got it, bro.
Really?
The weed, I'm telling you. I was telling Mel this the other day.
Wow.
Yeah, he
coats your lungs with some kind of special anti-COVID.
Anti-COVID. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna start spreading that. If COVID ever makes a comeback, we say everyone just smoke weed. We'll be all fine.
I'm hearing it's making a huge comeback. I just heard about a new variant, man.
What the fuck? Oh my god, no.
New variant. They're saying it's 1% more contagious than the last variant.
They're always saying that. It's like, who's making these? Who's making these?
I don't know. I mean, listen, I think we're making them.
Somebody is like, I don't want to go back to school. I don't want to go back to work. I'm going to make a variant of COVID that's stronger than the last. So he can work from home, be on his computer and be like stuck to his chair and never have to leave and only has to move if he has to like shower or like get something from DoorDash or whatever.
But Biden ended the COVID emergency. So, yeah, they're saying it's over. Mel was telling me the other day, he was like, they gotta vote this guy out. They don't know what they're doing.
I mean, who was it? I there hasn't been a huge, like a big outbreak since like, was it 2021? I want to say, or I don't know, because like I know like my office, we never had we only had one big outbreak or like one person getting COVID, and we had like shut down everything for like, I think that was back in 2021, and that was it.
Ain't no outbreak, I gotta tell you. Whatever I've done is, maybe, so I could be studied or something. The man who didn't get it.
Yeah. So we shouldn't get contests like the people who've never gotten COVID. Like, have you gotten sick before COVID became a thing?
What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, like occasionally, but I wasn't.
Or right before.
No.
Like I would.
No.
Okay, because the thing is that like a lot of people
some people got sick and then they thought, that maybe that was COVID.
Yeah, and then they never got COVID. It's like
I was sick during COVID. Like I had like a sore throat when we did the LP review, for example.
Oh yeah.
I've like just been generally exhausted from like working and not getting enough sleep, but I've not been, out to the point where, like, oh shit, I should take a COVID test and see, if I have COVID. Never lost my sense of taste or smell. I mean, here's the thing. It's very possible I had it and I never showed any symptoms. I heard that's...
Oh yeah, that was a big
common,
thing. Was
that like some people just had it and then they didn't anymore and that was it. So I couldn't tell you if I never had it with 100% certainty because I wasn't doing tests every single day.
Yeah, I know like some places like that did, like my brother's school like had tests like almost like every once a week. And then 1 week he didn't do it. Next thing you know, everyone gets COVID. And then
I was pretty tapped in though, like just with my body. I was really maybe more in tune than ever before because I was being a little hypochondriac-ish. Thinking every little thing might have been COVID. Ain't no fucking COVID.
Yeah. When I was still in college, when COVID was happening, we had this one professor. It's like, don't be scared of COVID. We're going to get through this. By the way, here's a website talking about all the COVID facts and all the cases that's happening in America if you want to know more about it. But again, don't be afraid of COVID, even though it's rising.
RIP to that man, by the way.
Wait, what man? Oh. Wait, what's going on with Mel?
What? I don't know. I'm talking about this gentleman, your professor here, saying don't be afraid.
She was a woman.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I'm sorry for misgendering your teacher, but
yeah, that's fine.
The fact remains, RIP.
Yeah. I mean, I think she's doing fine. I haven't talked to her. I gotta
She's got to smoke big blunts and stay away from people like Moulz, and she'll be fine.
Probably. She was young. Like I would say, she was probably like in her like late 20s.
Bro, why do you think those Moulz meet and greets cost so much? We got to do full testing of everyone before they come meet me.
We should do the meet and greet at like that McDonald's you got the perfect sandwich from.
Oh man, I mean, the original McDonald's, the very first one in history, is out here. I've been there like 2 or 3 times now. And it's not too far from Knott's, and it's pretty far from Universal, but it's not too far from Knott's. And Knott's is having their 100th year spectacular. I mean, Halloween Spectacular Part 2, or what is it, 5, Mel?
5, I think.
5. When are you guys gonna watch Goosebumps for Halloween?
When are we gonna watch Goosebumps for Halloween? I don't know. I mean, it's not off the table, but it's certainly not in the immediate plans. We did a Are You Afraid of the Dark? Tales from the Crypt
I love
feature.
that.
Perhaps Goosebumps would have been better with Are You Afraid of the Dark? Both kids shows. Yeah. But we had to put something for the adults as well.
You picked a movie from 1929? 32. 32.
Yeah, for the 90th anniversary.
See, that movie's going to lose its copyright in 10 years.
Yeah, and then we'll release our commentary version, for sale.
On YouTube. Actually, is there like a thing where like Mickey Mouse is going to be open to the public in like 2 years? Or like 1 year?
Mickey Mouse, let me tell you what's going to happen with this guy, okay? You're going to see him in compromising positions that you've never seen him in before.
This man gets on me for Rule 34, and now he's talking about this.
Yeah.
What's Rule 34 for the fucking fifth time?
Be careful. Okay, do you not know the actual Rule of 34?
I mean, I assume it has to do with cartoon porn.
He knows, but much like Tyler, he insults it because he secretly embodies it, and he's ashamed.
Mel, you frequent that website at all?
He does, okay? Because every time I bring this shit up, he's always talking about some Rule 34.
Listen, I'm glad to know that the youth are still familiar with that rule. Apparently, y'all don't say good anymore, but you know about Rule 34, as you should. It's something interesting and entertaining. Okay.
I try.
You know what I say when I'm done playing with people? Online in video games? GG. Good game. Because
we still say that.
Good sportsmanship, whether you win or lose, should, inspire some decorum between opponents.
I'm one of those good luck, have fun in the beginning of games.
I like that. I'd take it easy on you if that was the case. It goes a long way.
No, but some people will be tryhards. Like, I'm just gonna destroy that guy who keeps saying that. Because there was one I can't remember.
I don't think I've had a good online game ever.
Really?
Well,
what was the last game you played?
The last I play games all the time, but the last one I played that I had fun with was when me and Mel would jump in that Jason.
Oh, you mean what's it called? Oh yeah, it's just like Friday the 13th. Yeah,
that was fun. And it doesn't make you have to stay glued to the screen at all times, spinning around all directions. Like, you get in a closet, you hide, and you hope Jason doesn't find you. It's pretty fun.
Yeah. Honestly,
I don't play a lot of online games. I play a lot of offline games, basically.
Yeah, you play that Elden Ring, right?
I play Elden Ring. I play, Resident Evil, whatever the new Resident Evils are. I'll probably be playing those. Red Dead. I play Bethesda open world kind of shit, Skyrim and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
The Witcher 3. That's not Bethesda, but it's kind of the same deal. I like shit like that. I play wrestling games. Every couple of years, I get the itch to play a new sports game. So I play MLB The Show. I gave up on NBA 2K, but I'll probably come back to it at some point. I need years away from these games before I want another one. But
yeah, my problem is that like I switch on to different games. But the thing is, like, my muscle memory gets like fucked up. Like if I don't play a game for like a week, like I'm just shit at the game. Like I'll be playing Overwatch one day, and then I give it a break for 1 week, and I go back to it, like, damn, I'm playing like dog shit throughout like the
That's why
entire.
I stopped playing video games. Don't got the time. Can't keep up with these fucking kids.
Yeah.
That's it.
Honestly, that's
me. Like I don't have the time to be competitive. I just like might want to fuck around, distract myself for a half hour, an hour, but I just don't have as much time to put into it as I used to.
Yeah, to be honest, when I'm listening to your podcast, while I'm playing video games, I just listen to your podcast, and it get like I still paying attention to like your reviews and stuff.
I listen to a bunch of podcasts usually when I'm playing games. Will just mute the game.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing too. Like I'm
just something
like
to look at and kind of distract myself with while I'm listening.
Yeah.
So Mulder, congrats! This is one of the longest guest appearances we've ever done.
Is it? Jeez. Oh damn! I have to wake up at 6 a.m.
And you're on the East Coast. What time is it? Oh Jesus! You got to be up in 6 hours.
Yeah, that's fine.
This is a taste of that extreme podcast life. Okay. As soon as we're getting off the mic here, I have to load my car up with shit for the storage unit and then get home before noon tomorrow to meet with the people to fix the fucking washing machine. So, things are looking up for my fucking life. I'm looking forward to 2.5 weeks from now when things slow down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to New York for a concert.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is there any place you recommend? I already have Papaya's hot dogs on that list.
Raised papaya, yeah.
Raised papayas, yeah.
How long are you going to be there for?
For about. Let's see. So I'm leaving on the. Just like for 3 days, essentially.
Okay. Where are you going to be staying?
Somewhere near Queens.
Near Queens, okay.
Yeah.
If you're going to be in Queens, look this up. There's 2 places in Queens I think you should eat at, which are phenomenal. They're as good as anything you'd find in the city. But I got to know what kind of food you like. So, do you like Thai food?
Yes.
Okay, look up Sarapai. SRIPRA PHAI, I believe. Woodside, Queens. Or Jackson Heights, maybe.
Okay. I'll look up Thai place and...
Sarapai. It's pronounced. So, yeah, Sarapai Thai restaurant in Queens.
Yep.
Is the best Thai food I've ever had. You should eat there. Do you like Middle Eastern food? Like shawarma and stuff?
Never had it before, but I could try it.
Look up Grill Point I believe it's in Flushing. Grill, GRILLE, I believe. Or it's Grill Point, but point with an E at the end, maybe?
Point, okay.
Grill Point. That's the best, laffa bread. You're going to want to get, the laffa bread with, some fucking shawarma. And it's very good. That's in Queens. Also, if you're going to be in Queens and you want a good New York bagel, Utopia Bagels, I think on Francis Lewis around there.
Francis Lewis.
Yeah, if you like bagels, Utopia Bagels. If you're in the city, H&H Bagels is good. Essa Bagels, good kind of touristy, but very good spots. Pizza, right? We got to talk pizza?
Oh, yeah. I was going to say pizza.
Yeah, we got to talk pizza. Okay. Oh boy. I mean, what kind of pizza do you like? I guess that's a good question because I should really, that should be known before we move on.
I recently had what's called this avocado chicken pizza or avocado
chicken.
Yeah, okay, it's really good.
Do you ever have a real New York slice?
No. Okay. Yeah. Just tell me like any place.
All right. Well, here's the thing. Like, it's tough because like I really like Patsy's Brick Oven in Harlem, but that's not like a New York slice. It's not like a greasy New York slice. But Patsy's in Harlem is a must. And if you're not around there, John's on Bleecker Street, very high quality brick oven pizza. But for your like traditional kind of New York slice, it's like a greasy slice. I'm going to give you two options here. One of them might actually be somewhat controversial. Okay. There's like a bunch of Ray's pizzas around the city that you could find. Like there's at least 3 or 4 locations. Make sure you look up ahead of time that it's the original Ray's, because there's other places called Ray's that popped up because everybody likes the Ray's pizza. Actually, fuck all that. You're going to be in Queens, right? What the fuck am I? Literally, I'm a fucking idiot. If you're going to be in Queens, go to Bayside, Queens, okay?
Bayside,
you want a greasy slice? You want a real New York slice of pizza? Go to Bayside, Queens. Go to VI Pizza on Bell Boulevard in Bayside. What the fuck is wrong with me? Go to VI Pizza and get a 2 regular slices and a fountain Coke. Do yourself a favor. Just tell them that. 2 regular slices and a fountain Coke.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say Moulz sent me.
Don't tell them that. They don't know who I am, okay? My father used to work across the street, though, or around the block or some shit like that. So we used to go to the VI Pizza, and we still go to the VI Pizza. When I come to New York, I always go grab a slice there. So yeah, get VI Pizza especially if you're going to be in Queens. If it's an Uber and you got to pay $30 for take the fucking Uber, all right? Just listen to me. Take the Uber.
I've been told to like take the train or take the T.
The train in Queens, getting around in Queens by train is kind of annoying. If you're gonna be in Queens and going to other places in Queens, take an Uber because it won't be too expensive. Number one, because you're within the same borough, and number two, the public transit and the subway system in Queens might be a little hard for you to figure out. If you're going from Queens to Manhattan or Queens to Brooklyn, absolutely stay on the subway.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm telling you, VI Pizza, Bell Boulevard, it's like VIP, but VI Pizza. You're going to get the VIP experience at VI Pizza. And my other choice, though, as a controversial pick, even though I said fuck all that, was going to be, Two Bros Pizza, the $1 slice on, St. Mark's and some other spots. A good $1 slice, I got to say. If you're hungry, you could get a slice of pizza for $1, which is good.
Okay.
But VI Pizza, I mean, it's a must. You go to Flushing Ave in Queens and check out, I'm not going to give you a specific place. I used to go to the Flushing Mall, but I think it's closed. But Flushing, Queens, if you like soup dumplings or just Chinese food in general.
Oh, yeah,
a lot of good Chinese spots over there. Look up good Chinese spots in Flushing, Queens.
Flushing, Queens. Okay.
There's a lot of good food in Queens. To be honest with you, fuck New York City, okay? The best spots are in Queens.
All right.
Mel, you got anything to add?
Yeah, my Dasher just dropped off my order. So.
What did you get?
McDonald's. Favorite restaurant.
Oh, man.
A classic.
It is a classic. Maldo, thank you for joining us. I hope you keep us updated on your food journey when you go to New York. Who are you going to see in concert?
Okay. Oh, God. So it's with my sister, and it's one of the members of BTS. I forget which one. Is because the whole thing with how South Korea, they have this rule you have to go
mandatory military service.
Yeah. So a lot of them are going service, but some of them are trying to do the last minute thing and still perform. I forget which one it is. So now it's this. I think it's one of his last concerts before he goes to the service and then reunites with BTS.
Honestly, bro, be careful there because those fans are crazy. Don't get caught up in an Astroworld experience,
Yeah. We're not going to the floors. We're like at seats.
Oh, you got seats. Okay, that's good.
I almost got tickets for Playboy Cardi floor seats, but it's like nobody wanted to go with me. It's like, okay, I'm not going. And from what I've been hearing, it's that a lot of people got like hurt or like their shoes got fucked up.
Look, focus on the food element. You know, you're going to enjoy yourself if you just stick to eating food. That's what I found in life. I mean, I could tell you other places to go, but the food is really, it's where it's at. I mean, I've been all around the world, but ain't nothing like that food in New York. Now, if you wanted to go to Long Island, I could give you a whole, but that might be a future meet and greet style where Moulz Mel start selling like fucking a dining resort pack style when we're fucking washed and trying to make people travel to eat food with us.
Okay.
But yeah, Long Island, the Moulz Mel Long Island food tour come in, I want to say 2029.
2029, I can wait. Is that 6 years? Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, we'll be doing it, you know, maybe to celebrate 10 years of doing rap or something like that.
2029. Let's see, what season will you guys be in by then?
I mean,
because I read that interview with what's her name?
Molly Mary O'Brien. Shout out.
Yeah,
to
it's
her.
like you guys like is like you guys are like Kevin Feige with like all these like the whole season's planned to year 2029. It's like wow.
Not to say that there couldn't potentially be more, but you know, in our actual schedule, I think it goes up to 2029.
Yeah. Because everyone like
season
you guys, like
30 or something like that, in the 30s somewhere probably.
30? I thought it'd be in the 40s. Okay.
Oh yeah, most likely. Come to think of it, you know, high 30s, 38, 39, most likely.
Yeah, because I got news about one season. I'm excited for it, but I won't say it here.
Oh, okay.
Well, I know one episode. I don't know what the season theme is going to be. It's
okay.
But I'm excited for that episode. I think you told me.
I don't know what you're referring to.
I'll type in the chat, huh? I think it's this episode, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes. That's still in the cards.
Yeah, because somebody told me like it was gonna come like I asked for that episode and it's like, oh, it's gonna come like 1 year. It's like, okay. Now it's getting closer and closer.
It will be part of our next theme season.
Yeah. It took me a while to notice that every even season was like it was a special theme.
Yep. And then the the odd numbered seasons, I guess, are just a bunch of shit.
Wow. All right. Yeah, I probably should go to sleep now.
Yeah, you should probably go to sleep. Mel and I are going to keep reviewing this damn album. Then I got to load the car up and do a bunch of other shit. So, Mulder, thank you for joining us. Sure, we'll have you back again soon.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.
Hey, it's Mel from Rap Rankings. To hear the full episode this clip comes from and all of the other episodes, check the link in the description, stop by raprankings.com, or search Rap Rankings on your favorite podcast platform. And please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting to help us grow the channel and continue our journey as hip-hop's first and premier extreme podcast.